Hey everyone, welcome to the Ray and Rick show. We are having some fun again. I had to do it. I had to bite the big bullet and spend the money to stream so that we can have fun, entertaining times like this. So,
So you spent $50 a month.
no, it's actually I got a thing from them. It said it was like it's basically $20 a month.
So basically, you have to hold out, and then once they see you're not coming
No,
back,
I don't
they'll
know if
say,
it
"We'll
was
give you
50
this
or I think it
special."
was 25 a month originally for the program I bought, which is unlimited streams. In case you're wondering, that could be not so good. But yeah. How was your day today? Were you hanging out with sharp objects all day?
No, I wasn't actually. I was at home about middays afterwards, just trying to get everything ready. What's up, TB?
Got TB in the house. 45
Yeah,
auto tread. No, I didn't go with Zoom because my computer will not update to the newest Mac window or the whatever the newest one is, and so that did not work. Then I tried. That's not true. I tried Zoom, and they wanted money too. So then I was asking Hank Strange on his chat, and he said there's one called Ecamm, which I looked into, tried it, but the computer told me that I didn't have the right, the newest software or whatever. So I said, to hell with it. I'm just going to spend the money and maybe sell crack on weekends or something. I don't know. Pay for it. So, no, so I'm still with StreamYard. And I like StreamYard. It's simple. And now we don't have the banners anymore. I can put a little logo up or put crazy stuff up here that I'll show you guys throughout the thing. But the one thing I could do before was I could always hit this one for old TB. TB always says, thanks everyone for showing up. Please support by hitting the thumbs up since he's in here. Figured I'd wait for him to show up for that one. So, Walter Miner, how you doing, Tread? No, I haven't tried that one. Jitsi. Yeah,
Jitsi.
StreamYard is the one I'm doing. Tim Davis. Wayne, how you doing? Got a lot of good comments on that last video we did with the cold bore video, the clean cold bore
Yeah,
array.
really?
Yeah, they liked your information and the stuff we were telling them, so it's pretty cool.
Awesome. That is good. I actually went to get me some power bars today. I got like protein bars. I got the blocks, all that other stuff, and then
So you can be powered up for that big old 30-mile hike.
yes, yeah, I'm not looking forward to that this weekend.
That doesn't even sound fun right now.
It's not fun. Do you know from the airport to my house is only half the distance, right? That's 15 miles.
So from your house to the airport is 15?
Yep.
Oh man. Where are you going to hide all the Diet Cokes along the way? That's what
I'm not. I just got some caffeine supplements and that's it.
oh man. Holy
Wait a week.
money spender. Yeah, Jackson, sometimes I had to sell a left kidney and Tim Davis said set up a Patreon account. I don't know. I hate asking people for money like that. So
Yeah. Yeah, I can't
I
bring
can't
myself
do
to
it.
do it yet.
No. I mean, it makes sense on some of the stuff we're doing for the videos and stuff, but it's like, I just can't do it. Mano, how you doing? Appreciate you showing up.
What's
You
up,
might
man?
have an unhealthy live stream addiction, Rick. I think I do, Matt. I think I do. Matt, if you're interested and want to jump in here, just text me your email address. Be nice to get you in here. Say hi. We did lose someone in the YouTube world today, which is a sad, sad day. I don't know if you're familiar with Mr. Holster or not, but he passed away this morning. The crazy Scotsman told me about it, so unfortunately, he was
I
battling
hate to hear
cancer.
that.
Red October, how you doing, buddy? Red October did a nice little video about Mr. Holster earlier today. See, Jitsi will stop after 2 hours ad. You have to keep restarting with the same stream. Not worth it. Yeah, this one works perfect, and it's $20. So maybe if you guys watch some of my videos, I can get some of that monetization and pay for it. Donate with the $ down below. It's painless. Florida Beardman, he actually he donated $5 to the chat last time. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was.
That was cool. Appreciate that, Florida Beardman. You don't have to do that. I'm just saying. Scott with Inside Freedoms here. He did a good video too. He's got a. They're trying to get together. Kind of a neat deal in Tennessee, Ray. Maybe we got to check Jackson. Silly man, trying to get some of the YouTubers together, and it's in Tennessee. And maybe you can type in more. I can't remember what town it was in, but I think it was 4.5 hours away. But there's a 1,000-yard shooting range out there.
Oak Ridge.
What's it called?
No, that wouldn't be Oak Ridge. That's the other one. That's the one.
That doesn't sound right.
No, it's not. It's got letters for the name of the place. What's up, Joaquin?
Yeah, Joaquin's here. How you doing?
Yeah, we'll have to look into it. Might be a fun little trip.
Yeah, I think it's like a 2 or 3 day deal. But a lot of the Reloading Network guys are going over there and gonna have some fun. They do have pistol bays, and then they have a 1,000-yard range as well. So it'd be kind of cool to bring out the things and stretch them out a little bit.
When is that?
I'm hoping he types it in here in a sec because I saw the video. It was, I want to say it was April 17th, 18th, 19th, but I don't know for sure.
Dead Zero and Spencer is what Insight Freedom said, south of
Dead Zero. Yeah, that's it. The problem is there's, if it's the NRA meeting, that's also the 17th, 18th, and 19th.
Yeah, and I will be in attendance at the NRA, so I won't be able to go to that if it's the same weekend. Yeah,
April 18th. Yeah, see, so I knew those dates. I had written them down, and for the NRA meeting, but I haven't.
Why would they do it on the same weekend as NRA?
Maybe that's just the dates they picked, or when people were free, or maybe it's the 3-day weekend. Maybe that's a holiday of some sort that I can't remember. Let's see. How much do I get out of that $1.99? I don't know. I think $1.70. I think something like that. Make a challenge and let everyone put money together, so it would be a battle for the money. Dates that Dead Zero had free. Oh, that's the dates they had free. That's why. That makes sense. Yeah, because I think it was Jamie had contacted those guys and wanted to know which dates worked. So, yeah, and there's a lot of people that are still angry at the NRA.
Yeah, you could buy me a Diet Coke.
I could buy you a nice.
Yes, Tim, I will be in attendance at the Microtech booth since I am now employed by them.
Yes, you are the slave to the monster.
No.
True. I'm just kidding. All right, so what power bars and stuff did you get? We know you got to supplement your caffeine addiction. So you can't have Diet Coke. You're not going to be carrying all that weight. So
no, I got the ones that Bryson recommended. Blocks, BLOCKS, and then some other stuff. I've had plenty of Cliff bars and all that in the future, so in the past. So I didn't get any of those.
There you go. Well, as long as you can keep some type of food in you after your 30 miles of madness, it would definitely between not being able to eat really and there's no Krispy Kreme donut route through there, is there?
And you know I eat 24/7, so yeah, that's kind of hurt.
Tim says he's going to try to make it down.
Awesome.
I worked on the range last year in Indy.
Well, you know, I said Microtech booth. They've made some changes to the venue this year, and for whatever reason, they weren't able to get us inside like we were at Indy last year and the previous years. I mean, we've been at the NRA convention for the last, 5 years or so. So we will be outside in a tent. Ricky.
TB. I love TB. He worries about me a lot. Let's see.
Actually, that's my nickname, 45 Auto, Hummingbird. He's
Yeah.
just like a hummingbird.
You
Or
sleep like
actually,
that.
it's a squirrel on crack.
Yeah, squirrel on crack works better.
Yeah, that would be me.
Yeah. That chat we did the other night was pretty awesome, man.
You know, I enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. The one on the suppressor.
Yeah, that was good times.
Did
A
I
lot
ever
of good
tell you guys
information.
how good G-code holsters are?
They are good. I got one right there. I love it. I like it better than the Safariland holster.
Yeah.
I don't know. It costs money almost, it seems like, on everything, especially when you do it as much as I'm doing it. So it's, I burn out basically all my StreamYard hours, 20 hours within, I don't know, a week or whatever. So the worst part was I could go live on the phone kind of deal, but it's always more fun to have interaction with other people in here. And works out good. So, and now because I purchased it, you get to do silly things like that brand that's above Ray's head, or you can hit like subscribe to your YouTube channel. You can
To
throw in
our
there.
website channel?
It says to our YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Got the Is Your Six Covered one. I don't know what's that one. Got that. Subscribe. So it's just you can overlay different pictures and stuff in there. Whatever. It's all.
I think Joaquin's talking about the Scorpion holders, like the mag holders and everything. Yeah, they definitely make good stuff.
Depends on what you're doing, I assume. That's good and light and holds all your gear, right? That's one of the reasons for it, instead of using something else. Of course, you're using a belt that doesn't have, like, you wouldn't run an ELD clip or ELS clips with something.
No, no ELS. So I like the G-code stuff, but if you want to get into 3-gun, you're not going to be able to use the G-code stuff if there's a shotgun caddy stage, because nothing really attaches to it too well.
Yeah. There was
you want the configurability of the Safariland. Have we ever showed them the Safariland, the ELS stuff, and how that works?
I think so.
No, sir, Tread. I have never used any of the Riton or Riton scopes. I've never messed with them.
I've been watching that series that Tybosaurus Rex has on the Sniper 101.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool watching it, for the fact is, man, he was young when he started that series. It's cool to see his transitions over the years. Even if I look at some of my old videos, I'm like, damn, I actually had brown hair then instead of gray hair. But it's kind of cool, especially these people that have been on YouTube a while. You got a question here. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm reading. Okay, so the question is, when I'm looking for aftermarket barrels, what's the most important thing to look for?
One that doesn't go like this.
Okay, so you never know. I mean, you could have 10 of the same barrel manufacturer, and they're going to vary a little bit on their cold bore. They will not always be the same, okay? And I know this for a fact because you could buy sequential serial numbered Remington 700s, from Remington, and shoot them, and they're going to all have little things about them where this one might shoot a little left on the cold bore, this one might shoot a little right. My biggest thing is having a barrel that can handle the heat on those strings. And so you definitely want a thicker barrel. Definitely no pencil barrels or hunting type barrels, what most people would refer to as bull barrels. Now, that being said, because I can't bring items out here, they have a couple different contours. You have like what they call an MTU contour, which is like a marine contour, like an AMU contour. So all of these contours will be a relationship from chamber to muzzle. And so like an MTU would be like 1 inch at the muzzle. So having a thick, heavy barrel like that is going to definitely help for dissipating the heat or being able to take longer strings of fire without spraying and praying all over the place. So that's it. When you say what am I looking for, at this point, I'm probably looking for something by Bartland or something by Proof or maybe Krieger. Those are names that I've never had any issues with. But then at the same time, I've run Schillens, I've run Douglas, I've run Liljas. They're all great barrels. It's just what I'm using right now.
So if you were running in Bryson's position, what's that? Second shot guy? What is he called?
No, he's primary
Primary. Okay.
bolt gun shooter, and he
If
is
you were the
shooting.
primary guy, would you be carrying your AI due to how much it weighs? Or would you?
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Okay.
100%. If I was primary, I would shoot the AI.
So you would just suck up the weight and deal with it.
Yeah. Period.
Got it. Because it is an awesome rifle. It's a laser beam for sure. I was just wondering if that was something that would go into your thoughts process as far as, okay, I got to do 30 miles. This thing's pretty dang heavy. I think I'm going to go with something
21 pounds. No, I wouldn't have shot anything else if I had chosen to be primary. I figured it was better to put Bryson as primary and myself as secondary. I'll give him his calls, his read on his wins, and we should be good. I hope.
Now, he only gets one shot on his target.
You know, this is not a competition dynamics match, and they are allowing multiple engagements. So my biggest thing, and I spoke to him about it. Matter of fact, I just saw him a few minutes ago. I stopped by the shop and dropped off some shirts for him. But my biggest thing is making sure we can get his speed tempered and get his accuracy up, because you can never miss fast enough.
Very true. I've heard that a couple of times in my days of hanging out with you. Yeah, 21 pounds is what that rifle weighs. Tim.
Yeah, the Accuracy International is 21 pounds. Yes. It has a lot of other things on it. That's with the Raptor, with all the really right stuff, being the Arca Swiss attachments, everything else that I'm running, Night 4, 7 to 35. So you guys know that setup. But yeah, it's like 21 pounds with everything. Probably, I don't know if I do heavy Palma. Just full contour is fine. This is what I typically run an MTU contour on most of my stuff.
So what's Black Beauty weigh with all its junk on it?
Black Beauty's pretty light. Give me just a second, and I'll find out exactly.
All right. So Sal, while we're doing that, let's reach out to do some comment section here. We got Tim Davis. We got Wayne Rebick. Got myself, Car King, Steel Punisher 69. How you doing? Tread, TB, of course. Joaquin.
13 pounds.
Oh, that's a huge difference. Jackson, 45 auto.
Hold on. Did you copy that? I got to get my mirrors back in.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, so 13 pounds is what it weighs now with everything, and that's an AR.
Yeah.
That's a heavy AR.
Nice scope, Raptor, kitchen sink. Doesn't that have a microwave attached on the right side, or is it on the left side?
That's for cooking my rice in the afternoon.
Yeah, you got to have it.
Got my kimchi pot on top.
Little straw hat, couple cameras.
Yeah, dang, 13 pounds. That reminds me of the days of shooting a high-power rifle and having a weighted AR. I think the number is something like that.
Did you figure out if you were going to try to run some type of GoPro for the rest of us to enjoy later? Or are you going to?
I have every single thing laid out on the table. And I do have, wait, what is this? I'm going to attempt to run the GoPro headband on some stages anyway, so we'll see. And, you know, the problem is I can't just hand my phone to Bryson. Okay, hold on. Jackson says, what is a good distance to shoot groups for 22 long rifle? I am a huge fan of shooting them at 100 yards. Now, I know a lot of people say, oh, well, 50's better. 50's better for 22. I can tell you that I'm a huge fan of the CZ22s and also the Anschutz, and we shoot those regularly at 100 yards, and we will get sub-MOA groups out of those. You are going to have to do a lot of different testing of ammo to be able to get, you know, sometimes we'll get half MOA groups, and that's pretty much across the board. CZ 455s, the 455 trainers, the 452s, the Anschutz will definitely do it, but you're going to have to play around with a lot of ammo. And when I say a lot, I mean like, okay, so there's Ely Target. There's Ely. Of course, you can't forget 10X. I've got tons of that stuff. And then I've got the Standard, and then the Black Match, and Lapua, and Federal. Every rifle in 22 can be really finicky on what it likes.
True. Daniel, how you doing, buddy? Blue Healer 260. Well, we were shooting that. What is that? What was that rifle? What's that rifle called?
Anschutz.
Anschutz. That thing was
Yeah.
a back driver.
Yeah, my Anschutz shoot lights out. Now, 45 Autos has a good zero or a good question. He says use 100 yard or 50 yard. I don't do that. I use a reticle with mill holds, and so I will set it up for like silhouette small bore, and so that way it has all the holds in there. If you're going to use it for hunting or something like that, that's something I don't know anything about. I don't hunt anymore, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, the NRL 22.
How big? The little ducks and the.
Yeah, when I was Rangemaster last year over at Clinton House, I thought about bringing a 22 precision rifle series out there, but it was so difficult to get stuff scheduled and to have certain lanes that were open. But yeah, I would love to do that. That's not a cheap venture either.
There's nothing cheap.
No, there's nothing cheap about shooting long distance.
Not if you got to buy a scope. Let's see. Daniel doesn't hunt. He just kills his food. That's not the one I wanted. This one. All right. So you guys got any questions? Let's get the party started here. We've got 28 people actually showing up. Hopefully there's 28 thumbs ups. TB, can you triple check that for me, my friend? Master at Arms TB. That's what I need to call him. TB is the Master at Arms. He's the one making sure the show's running good. Black Kills.
Look at all that goodness there. That good, clean. This is just for this weekend.
Here's a good question.
And that's probably not going to be enough.
You better be able to hit some targets with all that. 6 thumbs up. That's what Daniel says. What's the longest shot with a 22? Your longest shot with a 22?
My longest shot, which is not that far, I was going to do that with Rick out there one day. You're going to be limited very quickly by the adjustment within your scope unless you get one of those. It's not MOA Precision. I'm trying to think of who it is that you can add 300 minutes of angle right to the rear of the scope, and so it will cant it. That's what you're going to need when you're starting to shoot really long distance, 500 plus yards. But my longest shot. No, actually, let me tell you, my 12-year, when she was 12, she was shooting out at 300 yards on 12-inch steels. She shot the 455 quite a bit growing up, and we just put a Night Force on there and had her dialing and had to get.
I don't know if you guys seen her video, but she was shooting 1,000 with your.
With the AI.
The AI.
And I think she was 12 years old when we filmed that one.
Yeah, it was a couple years ago, a few years ago. When are we going to shoot some prairie dogs? Now we're talking. I want to go. I don't know if Ray does, but I want to go somewhere where I can shoot prairie dogs at like 600 yards and out. I just want to sit there.
That'd be fun.
I just want to do that all day. Just sit there and you're drinking iced tea and chilling back. Oh, there's another one. Get on the scope. I think that'd be awesome. Of course. And
Oh, when she was 11, her pistol was a Fusion Firearms 2011, and she could shoot the crap out of that thing. I'm not going to take anything away from her, but she's no longer shooting firearms. She has taken on ballet, and so
and she's really good.
Yeah, she's actually going to she's actually going into Pennsylvania this year to
some
do a bunch of stuff.
Thing or something?
No, she that tryouts that she did, she made it in. So
nice. I have not.
Yes, Red October. So this year I was able to go to the Iraq Veteran 8888 shoot as well as the Big Daddy Unlimited shoot. And most of your big names like Garand Thumb, because he's tied in with Big Daddy's Unlimited, Cullen Yor. Now, Garand Thumb, I didn't see him. I don't know if he just didn't show up, but I did meet Cullion there. He probably wouldn't even recognize, but yeah, he was coming by through where Corey and I were set up.
Oh, here's
Hold
a
on,
good
hold on.
question.
From a prepper's perspective,
Which would you prefer, stockpile 308 or 65? You're going to find more 308s. I would.
yeah, absolutely more 308, more adopted military cartridge, and a whole lot easier to find the platform. So if you were just looking from a
Prepper.
stockpile point of view, yeah, 308.
And that's why I still have that one rifle. 30 watching and only 13 likes. What do you
Yeah, I agree with Carcane.
Oh,
See you,
well,
Black Sheep.
let's see, 308. Yeah,
Chico Wise, what's up? He says he's late for the suppressor giveaway.
sucker. Yeah, you missed it. Man, you should have been here earlier.
Yeah, no, I am going to give away that LUDT though. I've got two on order. They should be in the next week or so, and so yeah, we'll do that as a 20,000 sub giveaway.
We got 76 High Boy reloading in the house.
Yes, Jigaki 6.5 is getting picked up by the military.
Is it really?
Yes, it is. It is the
Nice.
new Marine Corps round. They're going to be using a Night Force scope with an AI chassis, and I believe it's a modified Remington 700 action.
Very nice. Yeah, that's cool.
Is the Arca Swiss better or worse than other attachment systems? I really like the Arca Swiss. I think it's great. It can be a little bit wide, but once
Yeah,
you get used to it, it's not so bad.
that one on Matt's rifle seems wide.
Mr. Revolver Guy has called out a bunch of people with a 22 long rifle challenge at 50 yards. Be sure to check it out. His best group was .422.
Is that offhand?
No, I'm sure it's from a bench, just shooting for group. We might have to try that with the Anschutz or the CZ.
Is it? What's he shooting it with? Oh, rifle. Okay. I was
22
thinking,
long rifle, yeah.
I was thinking it was a pistol we had to shoot. I was like, eek. Oh, we could do that all day long. Oh, especially with that rifle.
Well, there's three to choose from because we've got two Anschutz in the 455. Yeah, might have to get in on that one.
Yeah.
Not this week, though.
No, it's going to be busy.
We're running out of time this week.
What else do you need to get done? Anything?
No, I've got everything. I've got everything laid out on the table here in front of me. You guys can't see it, but if I camera down, you're going to see all this junk on the table. Yeah, I don't shit on pistols and stuff, but yeah, I think I'm good to go. I just got to make sure I've got all the warm gear and everything else that I need, and we're good.
I got Paul H. He's saying, "What are y'all go to carry pistol now?" I'm assuming he's asking what we carry. I carry a P365.
Yeah, Joaquin, I think he actually answered you via my video. I think he responded to one of your questions. He said he was milling them today because I think you had said yours wasn't going to be until like February 25th, if I recall correctly. And so I saw where he responded to that.
Jackson just got his in the mail. I think he commented on my video today or yesterday, one of the two. I think he's still in here. I'll see if he says anything. Okay, so we got to go to link. So the link for the target on Discord at Chico Wise. Yeah.
Paul H., I'll either carry a SIG 365 or a Glock 19.
See, Tim Davis says he's going to do it with iron sights. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
You get the right iron sights, it's pretty much the same.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Maybe even better sometimes. Yep, 365. There's a man. I'm telling you what. Still, like, gonna say it again. I do not like SIG, but I still love that 365. That 365 shoots well. Wait,
I
that's another.
seriously, I seriously thought about using that 365 at the match.
I thought you were kidding.
I no, I was not kidding. I could not find a holster that would kind of do what it needed to do, but just for lightweightness, and I can shoot it just as well as a Glock 19, if not slightly better.
Yeah.
And just think about it. I've got plenty of mags for it. Use a couple of those 15 rounders, which I have no faith in, but the 12s and the 10s are good. But I think I could do it, but I don't have a
This
holster.
question's easy. I think I can answer this one. That's not the one. It bounced up because somebody had commented. He wants to know what ammo you shoot in competition, whether it's reloaded or factory. He still gets ammo sponsored by Defender.
Yeah,
And
so, yeah. Okay, so, and for you guys that watch the channel or watch my channel, I am a big reloader. I'll show you this. It's kind of in the dark, but I have a lot of 650s over there. They're just hiding, okay? Enough of that. I do reload. I've reloaded a lot, but now that Defender helps, I mean, they've been helping me for, geez, 3.5, 4 years now. And I used to shoot for them back in the day, but they still help me out. So what I typically shoot will be their 147. Oh, let me show you this. This is cool. See if I can find some of them first. Hold on.
you're right, 76 high boy. That thing, the 365 points like a large frame pistol. And that's the one thing I like about it. It's still small, but when you put it in your hand, it shoots like a nice full-size pistol. And I still hate SIG, but I like that gun. Blakely, Georgia, 19 day in the arena match. You guys in? Squad 8.
All right, so I'm gonna show them this. You remember this, Rick? Actually, I'm covering my name up here, but they actually made this specifically for me, and it was a competition series, and it had my name down here, but we're covering that up.
It still has it there. You just have your fingers over it.
Yeah, but they wouldn't recognize the name because they use an alias. So
That's right.
that's right.
Raimundo.
Ricardo.
Ricardo Montalban. Ray full length, 3 size, or neck size? Precision rifle.
Yeah, let me catch up. Full length. I'm kind of on the fence with that. Here lately, I've been doing full length resizing instead of just bumping the shoulders back or neck sizing. I think Rick's been doing more neck sizing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just been doing neck sizing, but I'm not. I don't foresee myself ever being one of those people that can say, "Oh, I've got 30 reloadings on this piece of brass, and I've got annealing machines and everything else." It's just, I just full length resize right now.
I like it for 2 reasons, and then I'll move on to the other question. It's a lot easier, so I don't have to loop. Right?
Yeah, but you only have 165 Creedmoor.
Yeah,
I have quite a few in here. You know which ones
Hey,
I'm talking about.
hey,
And so
sucks
keeping
to
all the, well, I'm just saying, for me, I'm not the most organized person when it comes to brass. So it's like, well, okay, well, this one came out of this gun, this one came out of this gun, and this one, I don't have the time for it.
Red October. I don't have any plans of shooting anything in the near future. I've been trying to practice so that I could go to the next type of, I don't know, Bushnell sniper competition or something. I'm in the middle of a transition of trying to learn a new rabbit hole, basically.
Yeah. Okay, so Jackson, I'm going to agree with you. And I know Chrissy and Haywood and those guys, they sent me a bunch of the 6.5 Creedmoor, and none of my rifles liked it at all. And they told me that the Ruger RPR loved that ammunition, but I don't own a Ruger RPR. And I actually gave that ammo away to somebody that actually had an RPR. The 69 grain, I worked with them on developing that in the beginning, and those guys used it, and I've yet to find somebody's rifle that doesn't like the 69 grain loading. Jim Gurlis asked 147, not 124. No, I typically shoot 147, and the reason is I do so much suppressed work. I'm just going to have 147. It's quiet. It's easy to do. I hate these earphones. It's like I hear myself. But anyway, 147 for me all the way.
Let's see. Jigaki. You familiar with the Blakely Georgia's arena match?
Yeah, and I've shot arena a lot, even back in the day when before it was arena, it was the Legion Operators Training Grounds. So I went there quite a few times back in the day before it was sold off. I I know they hold a lot of matches there. I've shot a lot of matches there, but I have no plans to shoot in September. Not saying that I won't, but not planning on it.
Yeah, you never know what could happen. A gun guy's here. How you doing? Appreciate you showing up. We're just having some fun, tossing questions around and trying to answer them all and keep up a lot of them is the fun part. Yeah, me, I've been shoot. I like the 124 grains, and I don't have anything suppressed to shoot them out of, so I'm not really worried about that. And the fact that I ordered a bunch back in the day, so I need to basically run through the stockpile for it and even think about switching over. I am running Acme. I do like the Acme bullet. They've done me well, and so that's what I'm shooting. That and 40.
That's a coated bullet, right? What's up, KB?
KB, how you doing, buddy? How is the famous
KB32?
Some say you can eat a cheeseburger in under 13 seconds. Coda boy, you want a link, buddy? Get in here and get crazy. Let's see. Follow.
I don't know. It's getting past his bedtime. He goes to bed early.
Yeah, I think he's in Pennsylvania right now, isn't he? What time? What day is it? Tuesday? Yeah, he's probably over there. Quantified Performance on IG. They're doing great matches run by Ash Hess and Jack. Have to check it out. All right, where are we at? Oh, got to put in the password again.
Question, is a 147 grain bullet harder on the barrel of a pistol? I would say it's quite the opposite, because you're not going to be pushing it as fast. Depends on how fast you're pushing this stuff anyway. But typically the 147 loads that we shoot. Now keep in mind, if you're shooting 3-gun, there really is no set power factor. They might say 130. That way they can kind of gauge the steels, if you will. So on like 147 grain, let's just say you're shooting 9mm, you're shooting tight group. You don't really care about power factor as long as you're pumping out about 132, 135, somewhere in there. You're good. So that's going to be 3.3 grains of tight group, maybe. So it's a really slow muzzle velocity, but you can also do the same thing with the 124s. But I typically shoot the 147s into everything.
You got Chico Wise liking that switchback. It's freaking awesome.
It is an awesome one. Jim says, I'm thinking get a new barrel for my M&P 9. Can you recommend a good quality, accurate barrel?
976, hi boy. Thanks for showing up.
No, I can't. And the reason is I don't usually switch out my pistol barrels. I've got a bunch of aftermarket barrels, but it's only because they're threaded for suppressors. So I have a lot of the silencer codes, and man, I can't tell you how many is in this drawer here. Rick knows there's nothing but 9mm barrels. And I've never had an issue with factory barrels. I think they shoot accurately enough. A lot of people are going to say just go KKM or something like that. But the other guys swear by Lone Wolf barrels. And I don't own any MMPs, so I don't feel qualified to answer that question. See you later, KB. All right, so I'm reading Carcane here. He says, I'm looking at 10mm pistols. Should I go 1911 or skip straight to a Glock? Probably a Glock. I have shot a lot of the 10s, and I have shot a lot of the 1911 10mm. Like the, what was it, the 10mm that Colt had. It escapes me now, but Glock 20 shoots well. It's going to absorb a little bit of the recoil through the polymer frame. I'd probably be a Glock guy. That's my go-to 147 over tight group. That's it. If you've got a real finicky pistol, I mean, typically 3.2 is the magic soft load. It's very soft. It's a bunny fart load, but it works well. But in the wintertime, what we'll do is we'll bump it up to maybe 3.4, just so we don't have any short stroking or anything like that. And got a ton of tight grip, so it works well. All right, Chico Wise, we'll holler at you later.
Sorry about that.
Do competition ranges limit max grains a shooter's allowed to shoot and use during a max? What is the max grain?
Max distance?
Well, he says max grain, so I know, and I don't know if he's talking about pistol or rifle here, Red October, but I know in 9mm, you know, a lot of guys we were playing with 165s a couple years ago. I guess that's what you're asking. I don't think they limit you.
Yeah, right. I know better than that. Old
Glock
Dan.
is not a bad word. I know you hate Glocks, but they are great pistols. He says pistols or rifles. Yes, there is. On rifles, they will limit you to velocity usually, and make exceptions in those 50 cal, no 338. Guys, I've almost sold every last one of them. I've owned a lot of 50s. I've sold every last one of them because there's very few ranges that allow them. 300 Win Mag, a lot of places will allow them, but 338, unless you're shooting, and every range is different, but around here, it's hard to find long range in the first place, and when you do find it, they're going to say 300 Win Mag max or something like that. That's what I have seen. The biggest restriction is don't shoot steel with anything that's magnetic.
It's magnetic.
Okay, so Chico Wise, this is a really good question. Rick, I don't know where you're at, but you're okay.
I'm
I
right
know
here.
you're at. Okay. I'm also thinking of doing a trust versus individual for my purchase. Any thoughts? Okay, so the trusts were very, very popular back in the day. Okay. And a lot of you guys might be aware of this. I hate to just be talking, but just for those that don't know. So back in the day, you could establish a trust, and let's say I have a gun range here, and I have buddies come up, and I say, all right, well, I want to sell a membership $500. That's a lot of money. And you say, well, I'll tell you what, if you pay the $500, I'll put you on the trust, and you can shoot the machine guns, you can shoot the silencers, you can do all of that. Well, I start getting all these people here. This was the problem with the trust. The problem with the trust is I let Rick come over to the house, and I signed him up as a member. He's on the trust, but I didn't know that. Now I've given him access to machine guns, silencers, all this other stuff, or suppressors, whatever you want to call them. And there was no vetting process. Well, that's what a lot of gun ranges were doing that had 300 members. They were allowing people to be on the trust. Well, that was stopped, I think, in June 1st of 2016 or 17. And now everybody on the trust if you put somebody on the trust, they have to be fingerprinted, photographed, has to be turned in. So anymore, I'm not going to use, I've got an old trust that's got a lot of stuff on it. And I want to be done with the trust. I'm just going to do individual.
Carcane says,
go trust. Otherwise well, yeah, Carcane has a point there, but I'm never going to get my wife to go get fingerprinted or anything else. So that's it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's it. 2016.
I don't see a big problem with it.
Yeah.
With the new way. You know what I mean?
No, there isn't. There isn't. And, that also exempted sheriffs from denying you to be able to get.
Yeah. You could be in a bad county and the sheriff's a bad word.
Yep, because I knew of a county like that where the sheriff, he wouldn't even approve law enforcement. He was like, no one needs a suppressor, period.
Yeah.
Except for my guys.
That's right. Only me and my guys. Tim Davis says it might be easier just to get an FFL. Very possible.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
You gotta have some type of something though, right? Storefront or something way to
Hold
do
on, I'm in the
something.
middle of something. Give me just a minute.
No problem. It's fun and you meet great people. Yeah, that's the thing. Like my son, he's he's not 21, so even if I did the trust, I don't think I could put him on there basically, or he wouldn't be able to utilize that stuff for now. So, can you add people to the suppressor though? When he gets around to it, can you get a barrel? My gosh,
Okay,
that's kind of
so
scary.
what's that?
Well, it's kind of scary.
Okay, so this is the barrel. I posted a picture of a barrel today of a Wilson Combat, the EDC X9. And it says it has a fluted chamber. So I was actually looking for like a fluted chamber, like what's in an H&K, like on a VP or on the Squeeze Cocker, the P7s. This does not have it. It's a fluted barrel though. Hey, this is cool. You can't show guns, but I can show gun parts, right? So I'm gonna do a
We'll find
review on
out.
this. This not a gun, or is that a gun, Rick?
I don't know. I guess we'll
Okay,
find out.
never mind.
Well, I got a question for you. So you still got to be 21 to be on the thing to have a pistol or a suppressor, right?
I'm not even listening to you. Go ahead.
No, you're not. You're just trying
No,
to
man, I
you're
want to
trying to get
review
me,
this thing, man.
you're
I'm
trying to get me
excited.
banned. It's a green dot, right? Is that the one, or is that a different one?
No, this has got the Trijicon RMR. This is a Wilson double stack 9mm carry gun.
Doubles. Oh, is that the one you posted today?
Yes, that is it.
You ain't carrying that gun. It looks too heavy. Are you gonna shoot that one now? Yeah. See, 21 for
I don't
me.
know.
21 for me too. Chico Wise is saying he thought it was 18, but I think to own a pistol, you got to be 21 pretty much everywhere. And then I would assume a suppressor as well, but it could be different. And
Yeah, Shay, I know it has a serial number, so that constitutes that it's a gun. I was just being
your
funny.
blurriness of your screen, though, and it could be just me. I don't know, because maybe my service
Man,
isn't
it's like
good enough. In South Carolina, you can be 18. 21 for pistol and 18 for long gun. What state do you? Oh, he said South Carolina. Chico's in Georgia, I think. I'm in North Carolina, so I'm not sure. I don't know what the rules are. Says he's talking about a can. Yeah, that's stuff we got to figure out. It is confusing when you go to their stuff to read it. Got a lot of different thing here. Kathleen's here. How you doing? I missed you when we came in. One of the FFLs I use run his business out of his house, no storefront. Jackson said, "Yeah, people do that as well. You can like use a certain section of your house."
Yeah, you can. I am going to interject on that, but that is going to be up to the ATF examiner when they come in. If you can show a reason, they have gotten a lot. I'm not going to say they'll disapprove it, but you need to be able to show. Oh, crud. Oh, got spline parts. You must be able to show a reason for that because they had they had gotten away from approving a lot of those. If you already had one, you were grandfathered. This recently came up with someone that was trying to do it, and it depends on the area of where you live.
Got a new name in here, Mike J3. He says no storefront needed for FFL. Actually, most FFLs are residential. It's helpful to have. What is that? Someone well versed in the field to make sure your paperwork is proper. Yeah, if your paperwork is not
Yep.
proper and you get an audit, oh wow, things are going to go sideways. Yeah, Tim Davis says 21 for a pistol and 18 for a long gun is federal, but in Indiana you can carry a pistol at 18. Yeah, I don't know. I guess depending on where you live, things are a little different. But yeah, I always thought it was 21 for a pistol and 18 for a long gun. But I'm not sure on the can because I don't know how they classify it. Besides $200 tax stamp and all that fun madness, waiting forever. Bad Billy 429 live stream party. Yeah, buddy, you're missing it. You missed 50 minutes of pure. What would be the word? I was going to say something funny, but probably not. Just a good time. How's that? Rick, do you plan on testing 124 and 147 grain bullets in the same manufacturer in drywall? We'll have to go back to Home Depot and see if they got any of that stuff available. The bigger question is when is Ray, Mr. X-Ring over here,
Gonna post the video results?
Yeah. When are you going to put that video out?
Oh man, I've been so busy doing other video editing for work stuff. Guys, so what happened was I did the test with 5.56 and 300 blackout on the sheetrock, where we have the interior exterior wall and then the ballistics gel. The 300 blackout subsonic cut through and through. I mean, through the wall, out the wall, through the ballistics gel, through a piece of plywood, just kept going. The 5.56 or the 223 rather, we used.
I got it right here.
The federal law enforcement, and this right here did unbelievably well. It actually penetrated less than anything, 9mm 40 or any of that.
Looks like that. Perfect mushroom.
Yeah, he's got the bullet. I didn't have the footage. Yeah, dropping stuff.
Hey, I'm gonna weigh it right now. It's a 55 grain core bonded bullet. See how much weight we lost. Do some scientific gizmo gadget here.
Yeah, Eric has got the perfect answer. FFL will not issue individual for individual use. No storefront needed, but must be for business or making money. That is correct. Okay, I didn't want to get into FFL topics. I'm very, very familiar with them. Everything from FFLs to SOTs I can tell you about. For YouTubers, it is actually pretty easy to get an FFL. Examiners when they come out will, if you can say that you're a YouTuber, you're a channel, and that you can use it for your channel, a lot of times they'll approve it. I know that KB, I think, is in the process of doing that right now as we speak, or at least he said he was. Not trying to get in his business or anything, but if you're just trying to get it so that you can get gun deals, chances are you're going to get disapproved.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Shay Cavalier. X-Ring name sounds
yeah,
fancy.
Say his name again.
Shay Cavalier.
Shay Cavalier. I like it. All right, so Kathleen had asked, is that HST? This one was the HST. Still got the drywall in it. You can see the white in there.
That was pure drywall.
Let's do this. I am going to, what am I going to do? Matt, you're in charge of the math, right?
Oh, geez.
I'm gonna give away something since you guys are awesome. And these are the large ones. So you can pick one of these. There's only going to be one winner. They're easy to mail. Who can come closest in weight? Now, this started off with 55 grains. We shot it through. How many sheets did this go through? I can't remember. A whole bunch of sheets of drywall. And how much did we lose? What is the total weight on this scale? Let's see if anybody gets it. And I'll put the answer in the private chat so Ray has an idea if we're close.
Okay, so guys, I will tell you one thing. That round that he's holding, okay, so this is law enforcement bonded soft point, okay? Do you guys remember way back when This was going to be in the 90s. Almost all law enforcement was carrying 5.56. And they started getting away from 5.56 because they said, "Oh, it's over penetration. Got over penetration." They must have been shooting green tips or something. I have no idea. And they started transitioning to 9 millimeters. So most of your sub guns were 9 millimeters. You had your H&Ks, you had your Colt SMGs, and everybody started using 9. Well, the problem with that is if you get into somewhere in a house, and this was proven by our results, you have huge overpenetration. And it doesn't really matter which bullet you're using, because the HST didn't even expand when it went through the sheetrock. Okay, the HST is only going to expand when it hits gelatin or tissue, if you will. So you had a lot of overpenetration. Even Rick will tell you that some of the 9 millimeter went through the sheetrock through a 6x6, a solid 6x6 post.
Lead Mining 44 got it right on the button.
Yeah.
So
48.3 grains out of a 55 grain bonded soft point. Rick, did you tell them what all that round went through?
I can't remember how many sheets of drywall it went through.
I think it was 12. I think it was 12 sheets of drywall.
That sounds right. I'm not sure.
And then it went 10 inches into ballistics gel. So what happened is back to the story. Everybody went to 9. Then they went back to 5.56, which is kind of where it's at right now. But then now it's transitioning back to 9 millimeter, because when you're trying to go into a car, you get better penetration. I think Razor JB was alluding to this the other day when he was talking about hitting A-pillars on cars and all of that. You would be amazed at what a 9 millimeter round does. Whereas the 5.5 disrupted so easily, you don't get the penetration or when you hit automobile glass. Now, the exception to that are some of these bonded bullets, because they do stay together. But with your normal 55 grain, you just get spalling everywhere, and it's not a fatal wound typically. So what you're saying is don't miss. That's exactly right. Don't miss.
Don't miss.
Yeah, so HRM weapons machinist. Okay, so this is something that I learned. So if someone, and I learned this from the sales team over there at Microtech, everybody wants to be a Microtech dealer. So they get flooded with applications every day. Now, that's an international company. They ship to, Russia, you name it, Korea, they're all over the place. The first thing they do is they look at the street address image of that. If it is a residence, you are automatically declined. So I can verify what he's saying. Most manufacturers are not going to touch you if you're doing in-house operation for FFL.
And it's kind of weird going to somebody's house anyways for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's just kind of hinky. I know what you mean.
Yeah, you're like, I'm going to go buy a what?
Reminds you of one of those hills have eyes. What's up, Hisa? What about plaster walls? I don't know. We did not test any with that.
Now, are we still going to try to make some of those brick walls like Sam and
Yeah, Sam says he's got a bunch of brick. All I've got cinder block here. So if we can build a brick wall, then we'll see what will go through, like brick veneer on a house.
Bad Billy, you're in charge of supplying the drywall, man. You're in charge. You know how hard it is to clamp all those straight, keep them straight, and then actually shoot down the center of them to stay straight?
Yeah, but 9 millimeter went through, what was it, 28 sheets?
29.
29 sheets. 9 millimeter.
This damn bullet right here that I could reload and reuse it, really. 29 sheets of drywall.
Yeah, Chico Wise says 9 millimeter car video on my channel. Of course, yeah, 9 millimeter does. A lot of 5.56 will not.
This 300 black.
Okay, all right, hey, watch it. What's Tim Davis? Click it up. Answer that, Rick. You know the answer to that.
Are you familiar with frangible rounds? I saw a SHOT Show demo. Yes, I am. We did frangible rounds from a 40, and the one that you guys saw in my video, it popped out the end, so we didn't get to really do it. Now what we did was we actually took one of those bullets and whacked it against a hard object, and it does turn to dust. But drywall is not a hard enough. Would it be soft enough or hard enough? Hard enough substance to get it to frangible out.
Correct. Yeah, it was like a bullet that was brand new out of the box that had never been fired. They didn't have any marks on them. They did not expand. They didn't do any. They're not going to expand, but yeah, they did not break apart when it hit drywall, wood, anything like that. You have to hit something hard like metal to get it to be frangible. I know that's why, I use a lot of frangible rounds in shoot houses and whatnot, and a lot of times that's the only thing you can shoot, which after doing that test really doesn't make sense because a lot of shoot houses will have rubber walls, and it's not going to do anything but go through it like a drill
freaking
bit.
rocket, like this 300 freaking blackout round. The only reason why this bullet looks all jacked up is because we were trying to get it out of the wood. It had penetrated all the way through to right here. There's barely anything hanging out of it. There was a lot of questions on this too. If we would have used different types of like soft tip and all sorts of stuff.
I just didn't have any for that.
But until you guys start sending us some cash so we can buy all this stuff you guys want, it's too tough, man. It's too tough. And a lot of people asked about the shotgun stuff too. Like
which that was supposed to be part of it, but we ended up having such a hard time. We cut up the gel block, and now I've got to remelt it again before we can do the 12 gauge slugs and birdshot.
And you don't want all those BBs in there either.
Well, you can sift them out,
I guess.
Yeah, Chico Wise says he's done the same. He smashed a couple and they turn into dust. They do, but that's some pretty hard.
They do. But what is that bullet designed for? It's not made for home protection. It's made for just target shooting, right?
It's made for less ricochet off of steel and all that. You can shoot frangible rounds up close, but they'll still kill you. No doubt about it. They'll kill you.
Yeah, it'll put a hole in you for sure.
Yeah, but it's not designed that when you hit steel, they just bust apart in the dust.
Got it. Kathleen says, my 450 severed, what does that say? Severed both front legs off my doe I got. Ouch. Yeah, that'll hurt.
But they are lethal faux show. Yes, they are.
Yeah, they will definitely put a hole in you.
Hey, that's how he spelled it. So.
Yeah, he's allowed to. He's allowed to talk like that. I've met Chico. Fact is, we were at Iraq Veteran 8888, and I saw this guy across the way there. There's probably like 30 feet of just bodies, right, people? And I'm all, that's Chico Wise. Well, we got to hang out that day. It was fun.
Yeah, it was.
A couple days. That was a good time, man. Can't wait to do that again. MCK, what's going on? Don't Sky Marshal use frangible? Oh. That thing would go right through an airplane. I've been on enough airplanes to know that shit's going right through an airplane. I can touch the wall when I'm freaking sitting there for 5 hours doing nothing. I'm like, I think I could stick a pin through this right now.
Yeah. It's a beer can.
It is. It's a beer can with wings. Trust me, I hate getting in them every time. But it is the fastest way to get from point A to point B. If it's a long distance, for sure. I need to make some more tea. We got to try that, what's that reloading powder, that 17. We got to get our hands on some of that stuff.
Oh, Reloader 26.
They were talking about, was it 26 they were talking about today?
On an AR-15, what is the advantage of a lightweight barrel? It is quicker to move. It is quicker to transition between targets. A lot of guys use lightweight barrels in matches, but you got to be careful because in long-range competition, what I've seen is you get that barrel heated up, that lightweight barrel will start opening up the groups, and it's a little harder to hit your targets.
And you got to carry the name. So the plus is
lightweight. Yeah, exactly the weight.
I shot a tractor trailer running a checkpoint. It's 25.
ATL Bradley. That goes to the whole truck.
Bradley.
Yeah.
Nice. 25 millimeter. Yeah, that'll do it. Rick's famous. He flies net jets.
Yeah, Reloader 16 is another good. I've heard 16, 17, and 26. I think Reloader 26 is the latest, greatest thing to try in 6.5 Creedmoor.
Which one? 16 or
26. 26 is supposed to be the latest, greatest, and we can't find it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, well, actually, it was Wayne on the last chat was talking about Reloader 16. That's why I was like, I don't think that's right. I think it's a 16. But yeah, so 26. Bad Billy, time to do some searching, my friend. Let's see. Yeah, everything's impossible to find.
Yeah, impossible to find.
I was surprised when I walked in Cabela's, they actually had 2 bags of 6.5 brass. And I'm like, Starline. So I just took one just because I'm like.
Did you go with small primer or large primer?
I just went large. Whenever you're ready to try that out, we'll do it.
No, I've been shooting the small primer. It's you can definitely go more power. Nick actually hit me up today and said that he wanted to know he was trying your 41 grain load, and his velocity numbers were low. And I told him, well, you can go up quite a bit, but we didn't want to kill anything. 41's plenty good enough.
Yeah. Which Nick?
No, I'm not going to say 6.5 is better than 338. 338 Lapua is a whole different animal. You're going to shoot long distance consistently, go 338. When I say long distance, I'm talking about hitting stuff way out there.
Way. Remember, Ray shoots 1,000 with his 223. 1,400, I think, was his longest.
1350.
1350. So
yeah,
when he says way out there, that means for most of us way out there.
Hey Robert, they do not specifically list 17 Hornet or 22 Hornet in the owner's manual. So that's one of those things. If you shoot one of those and it goes high order on you, they're probably not going to cover it. But no, they do not list those, and they're pretty specific. Yeah, I've heard Reloader 16. Yeah, I've heard Reloader 16 gives better velocity than the H4350. However, I only had 1 pound of Reloader 16, and I've got plenty of H4350. That's why I've been looking for 17 and 26.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Okay, so Shay has a question.
You mean Shay Chabler?
Shay Chabler.
He says, gotta go, guys. I'll ask my questions again on the next live. Your opinion counts, so I'll wait. Awesome. Well, did he have another question? Or was he
no, he said he's got to go. We'll see you, Shay. 45 says Ray has to calculate the curvature of the Earth when he talks about long distance. All right, so if so a lot of people, the very first thing, if they've done a little bit of long range shooting, they'll start talking about Cerealis or Coriolis, however they want to call it. Does it come into play? Of course it does. Everything matters, okay? Just like when we were talking about rain, everything matters. But it matters so little in that case, because in that case, it really depends on where you're at on the Earth, as to how much it affects. And I'm gonna teach Rick something here.
Are you pointed west to east? That all takes a huge.
Yes. So you've been doing some reading, haven't you, Rick?
Hey, don't worry about me, all right?
Okay. Are you doing this off of your phone or off of your computer right now?
I'm off my computer.
Okay. Grab your phone and go to Streetlock.
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 Streetlock. Pay that man his money. He won fair and square.
Good info, Wayne. Wayne says 17 is good, but it's temperature sensitive. Okay, so
all right, spit out some numbers, fool.
No, what I want you to do is go to the screen. You see a little globe at the top? Let's see. Okay.
Why does it look so crappy?
No, go to the center big screen. The clip on the big center.
The rifle?
The ammunition? Yeah, let me see. I can't see it.
I'm trying.
Down. No, bring the whole phone down. The other down.
Towards the top, then.
Yeah, I got to read the top. Nope, it's not there. There's one of the screens. Look for a globe.
Oh, I think I have the Coriolis effect off, so it's not going to pop up. Settings. All right, here we go. Adding Coriolis effect to results. You want me to do that?
Do you see the globe?
No.
Okay. Well, that is your goal while we're talking. Look for the globe. It will be in the top right-hand corner. It'll look just like the Earth, like a globe.
Hmm.
The new Remington PRC looks
Wait,
good.
I thought the Earth was flat.
Yeah, you're one of those flat
I'm
earthers
kidding. Shut up. See, this is the shit I got to put up with talking to this guy.
all the
He
time.
wants
Hey,
to be
watch
all
your language.
fun.
It's a
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry.
it's a family show.
Family show. Did you answer that one? I already know what my answer is, but go ahead.
Dollars. You either go.
Is it just for the rifle TB or the whole thing?
I think this is just for the rifle. I'm going to recommend that PCR by Remington, and you will save a lot of money because they were selling for $700. And I've had tons of people comment for whatever reason that video between doing the Tika, the PRC, and the not PRC, PCR, and the AI did really, really well. A lot of people were interested in that, and everyone that owned the Remington said they've had excellent results with it. So that or an RPR, I think you'll be fine. Cornish effect.
There's this one, but that's for the.
Nope,
to-
wrong globe. It will be in the top right-hand corner. Go to your solutions screen. Now that you've turned that
Detail.
on, you might see something.
Oh, I haven't turned it on. Close. But I can. I was
Turn it
asking.
on.
I never got an answer, so save. Oh, there's the globe.
All right, now push
gotta
on that. Okay, so guys, see he can't find his camera because it's not showing up. There it is. You see that globe there, guys? That's on the distance yards. So even if you're using something as simple as Strelok, click on that globe now. Dun dun dun.
If you're pointed to the north, all right. So now you need to know latitude, degrees, and
Correct.
azimuth.
Because which direction you're facing. And guys, this is interesting. So in a
Let's
match,
do one right now. So give me a degree.
like if you're shooting west to east or if you're shooting east to west, that can matter. So a lot of times ranges will be set up 180 degrees so that it changes if you're doing long range. Okay, TB, I would build one, and for $1,000 you will come out with a better rifle. I would agree with that. However, most people aren't going to know the whole process. A lot of people are not familiar with some of these ones that are already headspec. I mean, which action are you going to use? Are you going to use a Remage setup? Most people are not looking for. That's a great answer, and that's you'll get a better rifle for $1,000. But most people are not going to want to mess with that.
Then you got to wait. Maybe. All right, so I'm going to go.
Don't have to wait. He's talking about building one, actually building up the action, doing everything.
I'm going to go 2,700 yards. Let's see, how would I do this? I need to do it before I put in the Coriolis. And I'm at 32 degrees the way my phone is pointing. I use the not the calculator, the GPS. But it's just going to give you my holds anyways, so I'm not going to know the difference unless I turn it off. Correct?
No, it'll solve for you. You should see it in the chart.
Calculate horizontal, vertical. Let's see if I go to reticle maybe.
Anyway, I just wanted to show you that feature. That's all. That's all you needed to know, Rick.
All right. I'm going to turn it off now.
Yeah, not something you want to solve online.
No. So we're back. But it does have it. So would you say then, I think I was talking to Jeremy one day, actually the day at the range, and no, it wasn't. It was Sam. And depending on if you're shooting north to south or east to
Correct.
west.
All that matters. Yep.
Yeah. But it's more powerful I think is what I got out of them. It was more
We'll see you,
powerful
Daniel.
one way or the other. Hey, Powder Valley has Reloader 16.
Yeah, but you got to pay hazmat fee, right? Shipping.
Yeah.
Time to play
Yeah.
the Jeopardy music.
Jeopardy music. Da-na-na. Let's see. Good night, Daniel. All right. But yeah, that was
Dun,
that's it.
dun, 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 dun.
So do you know the answer to that? Is it stronger from east to west or north to south?
What time of year? It all matters.
Wow.
Tim Tim said, I heard that the Bagara B14 HMR is good for under $1,000. Maybe so. I have had a chance to play around with the Bagaras. They came out to a sniper comp, and I shot them. They felt good, but you just never know. They haven't been coming on by, taking the world by storm. So I don't know if that's a good thing, bad thing. If it was one of those rifles that shot lights out all the time, I think I'd hear a little more about it. I haven't heard anything really bad about them, but I might stick with somebody a little more well known. I know Remington's had a bad rap here lately, but they're coming back, it seems.
Remington has?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there you go. Which hemisphere?
See, too much information. That's why you have follow-up shots.
Yeah, see, Jeremy was going to add that to the long range class, and I said, absolutely not. That is not a level 1 class. That'll be level 2 topic. Because most people will never shoot the distance, and we sure as heck can't do it out there. That's only 700-yard range. You're not going to see the effects of any of that.
What is the distance where you can start seeing it?
Depends on what you're shooting, what time of year, everything else, which direction you're headed. Typically, I say as a rule, unless you're a guy that's shooting past a mile regularly, I wouldn't even worry about it.
Oh, gotcha.
I wasn't a weatherman. Seikos, I love Seikos. The TRG, love the Seiko rifles. Can't say anything bad about them, other than they can be a little expensive. But I think, isn't all of that the same group? Now, I mean, I like the Seiko rifles to answer the question, but I think Seiko, Tikka, Beretta, I think that's all part of the same group. I could be wrong. One of you guys might actually know. I don't know for sure.
Well, when I bought that Tikka,
Bad Billy answered that.
yeah. When I sent all the information in, there's basically those two, the Tikka, the Seiko, but I think all the stuff came from Beretta. All the paperwork.
Yeah, I think so.
And Jackson needs a .3 class.
Somebody called us the live stream bros.
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber.
The Rick and Ray, or the Ray and Rick show.
Thank you, Joaquin. I really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to a fun match. It looks like it's going to be dry weather, and I'll try to get some video footage for everyone.
Yeah, that'd be good. I'd like to be interested to see for sure. Did you ever answer when you're going to put that video out on the drywall stuff?
No, because I didn't have the video footage. I just recently got it from you.
That was like 3 days ago.
Oh, man, you know how busy I've been with this other stuff.
I know. Priorities. I understand. But when that video does come up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, you're going to want to watch that.
I will do the suppressor results before I edit that other one.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool. I know.
Well, I appreciate that, TB. I'm glad you actually appreciate the channel. We don't have all the answers, but if I've messed with it or put my hands on it, I'll tell you. If I don't know, then I don't know.
Yeah.
It always ends up on long range. It's crazy how that happens, isn't it?
It's fun, man. It's fun. I wish we would talk more about Data Book, the sniper log book, one day.
You're reading too much into it, dude.
I like it. I'm enjoying putting input into it. It's kind of my...
Yeah, no, and that's good.
Like
more information is better.
Yeah.
Can't find the donate donuts? Man, I thought we were onto something here.
Oh, there's no donut? donut button. Damn. Is there an iced tea button? Because I would be hitting that thing right now. Of course, I'd definitely be hitting that. Challenging.
Well, thanks, Steel Punisher TV
Yeah.
and Chico Wise. Appreciate
Yep.
it.
Appreciate it. Thanks for showing up for more answers and a lot of gun channels. Let's see. Would have been fun having Coda Boy on tonight. Yeah, I was hoping he was going to show up, but
You got to
gotta
get
work.
one of these next, Rick.
I know it's on my list. I even have a hole slotted for my. I don't have the hole cut yet, but there's a spot in my foam padding in my rifle case that's going to have that in it and the suppressor. So
Yeah, it's my phone.
that wind thing,
Hello?
that doesn't
Hello?
very much. You haven't flip phone flashbacks. That's hard to say. Really easy to fall down the rabbit hole. Yeah, Wayne, for sure. I'm loving it though. I think I'm having more fun shooting this long range stuff than anything.
I told you. See, hey, guys, hold on. Let me stop you right there. So the very first
No.
time he ever
Hold on.
pulled the trigger, we went to
Hold on.
Clinton House.
Go ahead.
The very first time I took him out to Clinton House, it's like, dude, you're gonna love long range. No, I'm not gonna love long range. I don't like my pistols. And he didn't like jump up and down or anything like that when he hit the target. I think you missed it at 1,000. You got like 900, but you didn't get 1,000 your first time out.
Yeah.
Wasn't that it?
Yeah. It might have been 8. I might have hit 8.
It wasn't until you started embracing the scopes and getting that Vortex scope that you realized, hey, these are deadly combinations. If you get rid of that BSA $50, and I did rib them a little bit, I really did, but to see that light bulb come on now, that's the coolest thing for me, because you got to remember, even KB32 was not a long range shooter at all. And then he went out with us to Clinton House. We put him on. He was actually shooting the Thunder Beast. No, the AI, because he didn't have the MPA. The MPA he bought from John. And then to see now you got Rob Pop's Quest. He's got an AI.
Rob's the one that has the AI, I think. Rob's the one that bought.
Yeah. He bought the AI. John bought the MPA, but he did not shoot that at the Clinton House when he shot a mile, I don't think. I think he was shooting SoCal's AI.
Got it. Yeah, I want to do that still. That's on the list. And then I'm kind of scared to do it because then once I hit the mile, then I'm going to be trying to search for a mile and a half, and then I don't even know what kind of rabbit hole I'm going to get into.
Yeah, so it depends on what type of Kestrel you get. They just came out with a more economical unit that doesn't hold as many profiles. For one like this, I think you're going to pay somewhere between $520 to $600. This is the 5700 Elite. I completely agree with Jim that they need to make this screen, this display, a lot larger. It can be difficult to see, especially at night. You do any the night shooting, like when we go out. Like when we're out west and they start some of these night shoots at like 11 p.m., the red, you can't read it. And then the white just gives your position away. But there's a free Kestrel deal to purchase a Leupold scope. Okay, so it's okay. I'm sure Sam's watching right now. He never comments. So when Sam, this was way back in the day, Sam was my sniper team leader. Sam had an old school Kestrel. He still has it. He showed it to Rick the other day.
Yeah.
The thing's like that thin. It's about that long, and all it does is wind temperature and barometric pressure. That's all we had. That's what we relied on. And so, now to have that in your hand, that's awesome.
Yeah.
No, we've never tried to start any type of high school shooting team because all the schools here have small bore shooting teams. We're in the mountains, so at least they haven't gotten rid of that yet.
We're in America. which is another thing. Why the hell isn't my son on that team? He's not into shooting as much as skateboards right now. It's kind of sad. Pretty
I
sad.
know you tried to take him to the long range to go
Yeah,
shoot, and he's like, "No, Dad, let's
let's
go out
go
of town and play something else."
golf. Yeah, we went to golf, Top Golf, which was actually fun. I enjoyed it, but I was like, dang it. Rick's Scope Review and Fire Cheat from Pops. Oh yeah, yeah. That was the
Night farce.
farce.
Night farce.
Yeah, that was the fun video.
What's up, Nick? Hey.
Nick's in the house. Send me your email, buddy. I'm gonna get you on here one day. Get Bad Billy on here too. Nick,
So-
you up for chatting? I'm just gonna send you an email if you are. Text me.
Nick is Nick. What Bad Billy said, right? That is the same.
Yeah, and his buddy State Farm.
Yeah, Jake from State Farm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Nick. I just didn't know he went by Nick's
Nick
Place
Place.
on the YouTube.
He used to have a different name, but I can't remember what it was. It was something similar to that, but I can't remember. But yeah, he did change it.
X-Ray's got a
No, Nick
number
Cops. That's
to
what he
student rights. Freeze your seats cover, Junior.
got a number to student.
Ray's got a number to student.
Freeze your seat coverage. What?
I
X-Rays?
don't get that one.
I don't either. X-Ray's got a number to student right. Freeze your seats. I don't know. Nick, you up for it, buddy? That's
Barskin Scopes are gonna sponsor Rick.
Bad Billy needs to get in here. Yeah, exactly. That's about all I get. Someday when I do a good review of something, I might get a phone call from someone. Seesaw ratio. Let's see. Does that fix that? Still waiting on Robert.
Oh, student to instructor ratio.
Aha.
But I mean, what's he saying? X-Ray's got a number to student to freeze your seat. Okay, so student to instructor ratio for my school, we will have 1 to 4 is kind of the max. You will not see any more than that. I'll probably end up having 2 other assistants, but I'm going to say they can be instructors because they have the credentials for it, but they're not really going to be doing much of a teaching role. That's not part of it. They're really going to be assisting with spotting. There's 3 of us so far, but myself and Jeremy are going to be the primary instructors. Sam will be there. He has a big background in that, but I'm going to use him for spotting, and then Matt will assist with spotting. Excuse me.
Tea review. Have you ever thought of doing a tea review? I think I would be very biased because there's only one tea I really like. There's a couple of teas I'll drink, and then there's some I'll tolerate. But you usually see me with the same bottles. But no, I could probably have quite a YouTube channel of tea connoisseurness, but I don't want to talk about tea. It's sweet tea, and that's it. That's it.
All right, so
Gentlemen,
hold on, Tim. Let me answer this one first. We are going to do long range classes over the summer. So right now, February 29th, which is not this weekend, but the following, that one is full, done, over. I can't add anybody else to that. I have another one coming up March the 14th. And then from there, we have to check availability on the range, but we will be doing quite a few there. The good thing about that facility, it's one of the nicer facilities in regards to environmentals. If it's raining, you don't get wet because it is covered. And if it's hot, it's covered. So that's nice. A lot of these other places, I used to teach at in the years past, it was out in the open, and that gets old.
as long as it's not foggy, you're good.
Yeah, it could be a little better. The shooting position can be a little difficult because it's uphill, but there are worse things.
It's not bad at all.
All right, so Jim, I'm going to let Rick answer first.
What's your next bolt action and semi-automatic rifle on your list to buy? So here's kind of the thing. So back in the day, when I was, I don't know, let's say younger and not as smart. Hopefully, this is somebody we know wants to get on the chat. Oh yeah, hold on. Let me answer real quick. I was more into quantity than quality, and over my years, I've learned that I would rather have a couple or a few really good rifles for certain things instead of have a ton of rifles. So my search, my quest, my adventure, my journey, whatever you want to call it, has been more about learning the like a pistol. I haven't bought a pistol in a while, and the reason why is I just shoot my competition pistols to get better. So I don't want to keep changing. So that's that answer, along with the rifle. Like I could have bought. Where's that? So down there is my 3-gun AR. You can kind of see the sling hanging off there. It's behind the little heater deal. I haven't upgraded any of that because I don't need to. I need to get better with that than to try to upgrade it. I haven't even changed the trigger out. It has a decent Geissele trigger in it, but the way I'm trying to learn this is to learn the machine over getting another gizmo gadget. Hopefully that answers the question. So I really don't have anything in mind for rifle, pistol, or shotgun or anything. I just want to be better at what I have. And I got decent stuff, so I don't really need anything.
What's up, Nick Knox? It's funny you should say that, Rick, because I was going to answer that the exact same way. There is nothing on my list. I'm not looking for anything right now. I don't have any wants or desires with regards to bolt guns. I mean, would it be nice to have another one? Of course. But there's nothing on my list. You guys know my saying, fear the man with one gun. And so I think Rick, did I kind of express that to you, that it's getting good with what you've got? And once you get the stuff that you've got, like now, you really don't need anything else. You've got some of the best handguns in the world. You've got one of the best bolt guns, so.
No, I'm tired of trying to follow this thing. Like at the beginning, like with YouTube, right? It was like, oh, I want to get this so I can review it and be like one of the first guys to review something. I could give a shit less about any of that now.
Okay, hold on, stop. You need to answer Robert Warren right here. You go up about 4. I have a story before he says a word.
Does that run?
Boy, let me tell you, it does. Okay, so we were on a trip going
I can't even read it yet. What, does the tea run out of you? Oh, the tea run out of you pouring water through it.
Okay, so we're on the way to Blakely. Weren't we going to Blakely, Georgia?
We were doing the DMR match.
No, it wasn't a DMR match. It was the Blakely, Georgia. We went to the shoot, the Iraq veteran.
Before that, yeah.
Okay, so we went through all of these towns. I mean, literally, McDonald's, Arby's. You're going to see nothing for the next 62 hours. Okay, I'm being facetious here, but literally, there's nothing for 3 hours. And Rick
You're muted, by the way.
I got to go to the bathroom. I said, dude, you got to go to the bathroom? I said, we just passed everything 5 miles ago. I said, there is nothing this way. I was like, we'll find a spot. 2 minutes later, he's like, dude, I got to go to the bathroom right now. Right. I was like, there's no...
Go ahead, I'm listening. I'll give you.
He's like, there's no place to. I said, there's no place to go. He's like, just pull over. I said, we're on the side of the interstate. So I pull over, and he's at the front, and of course, you know what we got to do? We got to leave him. He's sitting there peeing on the side of the road. We back up, and so here he is by himself on the side of the road. He cannot hold it. He cannot hold it.
I didn't care to. It was all good.
Oh no! And then after he peed, 15 minutes later, he's like, I gotta go again. Once you crack that seal, this is what he says. Once you crack that seal, it's done.
That's right. Don't ever crack the seal. I drink a lot of tea though, Ray. You got to tell these guys.
Oh yeah, like same way with being Diet Coke. Okay, so Ray, I keep hearing in the forums for 2011s that SVI Infinity gives bad service after the sale, especially if you don't custom order a pistol from them and buy it used from someone else. Okay, I can speak authoritatively on that
Hey, Ray,
because
can you speak authoritatively on that,
I
please?
can. That means I have knowledge, right, of this. So I bought my first Infinity that I ever bought was Chris Tilley's championship pistol. If you guys know who Chris Tilley is, or if you don't know who he is, just look him up. So I bought that pistol, and it was very unique because it had some custom cuts on the slide that no one had ever done before, and it was a one-off. And I called over there, being SVI, and they were like, yes, that is Chris Tilley's pistol. We made it for him. And I said, well, how much is it going to cost to get it serviced? And I hate to say this because I love their pistols. I pretty much got the cold shoulder. I really did. They didn't really want to tell me much about it. They told me that, yeah, the pistol's got plenty of life in it. But yeah, I kind of got the cold shoulder. But it didn't matter. I'd already ordered one anyway. And I had another one that I had purchased. And I'm not even going to go into the other stories. But anyway, the one that I ordered from them, once I got it, they have been nothing but super helpful. And other friends that have ordered them have been they've been nothing but super helpful. But if I sell you that pistol, Bad Billy, and then you call them and say, well, here's the serial numbers, they're going to pull it up. It's going to be under me. They're going to know you bought it secondhand, and you'll probably get that cold shoulder treatment, if I had to guess, based on my experience.
Cold shoulder. That's unfortunate, but
Yeah, unfortunately.
they sell the Maserati of freaking firearms, pistols. So
Yep.
Super Grand Champ, right? Nick placed this.
Yeah, yeah. If you look, I don't have my phone with me or anything else, but if you look up Chris Tilley, you'll see he is no joke.
Yeah, actually, Val Bald and Curious has that pistol now.
Well, yeah, I didn't want to mention that, but that's okay. Are y'all going to shoot long range competition now, or are y'all going to shoot 3-gun as well? TB, I have always shot long range, and I've always shot 3-gun. Those are two things that I do. I might focus on one year more than the other, but I do them both throughout the year. Always have. Probably always will as long as I'm able to.
Yeah, and if I'm not working, I'll be trying to attend those. Last match I shot was
Aren't you ready to retire?
I know I am. Was January. So
Oh, look who's in the house. Now we can't
Bryson.
talk about him.
So anyway, scratch all that stuff we said about Bryson. He is a good shooter. I was just kidding. No. What's up, Bryson? How you doing? Almost retired. Yeah, I got my 30 years in, guys. 30 years of firefighting will make you want to go shooting.
Chico's got a Rick James voice.
Somebody jump.
Rick James.
Yeah. Hey, did that part work that I gave to Ray to give to you for that Glock? West Covina Dodge is in the house.
Hey. Should we tell the story?
Yes, we should.
Yes.
Actually,
Bryson, do not take this wrong. This is a learning experience for
we're going to
everyone.
let Bryson tell it.
There we go. Come on in, Bryson.
Let me we gotta get
Guys,
Bryson.
you want to stick around for this.
You want to stick around.
Stick around. Hold on. Wait.
Wait,
Wait. Here we go. Ready, Rick?
hold on.
Stick around.
Stick around. Does anybody know who that is? Anybody?
Big Meat Sunday.
Why don't you let them answer?
Because
All
I'm
right,
having
what
fun
am I
with
doing?
this. I'm dry firing. I never dry fire. I might get good if I dry fire.
Why is Bryson's thing not coming up? That's very weird. Actually, yours isn't coming up either. What did I do wrong here? I feel like I did something wrong, which I probably did. Don't save. Mail.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and lead in. So
Yeah,
you
he
guys know
can.
that Bryson is shooting with.
What happened?
No, I'm not frozen. All right, so Bryson is shooting with me in the Bushnell Elite. He decided he wanted to go with a Glock 34 to shoot. I did not really know what I was going to shoot until a couple days ago. So I figured teammates, we probably need to shoot the same pistol continuity, same mags, all that, because you're allowed to share ammunition and mags and equipment amongst your teammate. No one else. So Bryson, being the young buck that he is, wanted one of these Gucci Glocks. Not just your normal Glock 34 that you buy at a store, but, one that's got all the, the slide lightning and the machine work and this, that, and the other. Of course, it's
Oh,
like,
fancy bells and whistles.
yeah, flat, dark earth, big magwell. Hold on. This is my magwell right there. Looks like a Glock. But anyway, he's shooting it, and he had been shooting it, and it was fine. He put a red dot on there, put a hollow sun, and he was killing it. No big deal. But he said, I wanted to go out to the range. He says, oh, Lord, I can hear it now. So he wanted to go out to the range the other day, so we have one more day to train. It was a great training day, but on the way there, my phone rings, and he goes, where you at? And I said, I'm about 5 minutes away, dude. I'll be there in a minute. And he goes, okay. I was like, everything good? And he goes, my extractor broke on my Glock. Okay, guys, he's had this thing maybe 3 weeks, right, Rick?
I don't know how long he's had
about 3 weeks or so. I know he custom ordered it. And I was like, your freaking extractor broke. And he's like, yeah. I was like, Gucci Glock. Because I don't know who built this thing or anything else. Anyway, I get there, and he's like, my extractor broke. And I looked at him like, that's not broke. There's something else going on here. That extractor looks fine. Now, you got to remember, he was shooting it a couple days prior, no issues whatsoever. So I take the slide apart, pull the striker off, looking at everything, and I'm like, man, there's no movement from the plunger onto the back of the extractor. So I start to try to pull the plunger out, and the spring comes out, pops out. Man, I don't want to show a gun. I'm not going to show a gun. I'm just going to show a slide. So you guys know that this little silver part right here behind the extractor is what pushes forwards. Well, that thing was jammed in there. It wasn't moving. So I was thinking that maybe a piece of brass or something got lodged in that hole. And so I'm sitting there trying to tap it. It won't move. And so Bryson had a set of like a little tiny screwdriver kit. And they were flexible enough. We were hitting on it with a hammer. And it started coming out the back plate like it's supposed to on the back of the Glock right here.
That's not a Glock. That's just a thing.
It's a block. A block.
Yeah,
So it's coming out of the back of the block, and there's enough to get a pair of pliers on. And I'm like, at this point, I'll just put a new one in there, no big deal. We can't get this sucker out. I mean, we've got it up against the side of an 8x8 post. It's ripping chunks out of the 8x8 post, because he can't hold it while I'm trying to pull on it. So he's like, I'm going to stop by the gun shop and see what's wrong with it on the way home. I was like, all right. Goes by the gun shop. He used too long of screws mounting his hollow sun. And that's what went through and locked the plunger down. Now,
no, you forgot this part.
What's
the gun
that?
said, I have no idea how to fix
The what?
The gun said, I have no idea how to fix this.
Who said that?
The gunsmith.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, he took it to the gunsmith, and they're like, I don't know.
And the thing is, it would have been different if he would have done something since the last time he had shot. So it's not likely that screw tightened up, and he was shooting it a couple days beforehand, and it was fine. But then it seized up. But yeah, so the screw length was too long. So the reason I wanted to mention this is in case you do get into dots on pistols like that or this, always check that channel to make sure that it's not pinching something and that you're using the right length screws.
You know what though? You gotta admit the screws you have in that block you're
Oh no
using.
no, I got real ones now.
Oh, you
I
did.
have real ones, yes.
Okay.
But yes, Nick, the screw bound it up. It was pressing on it, and so it kept it from moving.
And without further ado, the man, the myth,
The legend.
Bryson Allen Show. Go ahead. The screen
Are you in
is
prison? Are you
yours.
in prison?
The
Where are
screen is
you?
yours.
I am in a
Are
dungeon right now.
Are you in timeout?
No, but I'm thinking Ray's about to be.
Why? Hey, this, you don't look at it as us picking on you. This is a learning experience for these guys on to what could happen to them. That's why we're bringing it up. That's why I mentioned it. It's not to throw you under the bus. It could have
No, I
easily
know.
happened to me.
He says that every time he wants
No.
to say something funny about me and just says
Whatever.
"This is a learning curve."
Hey, I do it too. You know how I've learned some of this knowledge by making mistakes just like that. And
I
I've
wanna
been
make
there.
One comment.
What's that?
You didn't notice it either.
I know I
I'm just-
didn't. I did not notice it because I didn't install it. And the gun was working 2 to 3 days beforehand.
Yeah.
What
It
made
was.
it suddenly quit? Because one of the things I asked you was, did you change the screws out? And you were like, no, you didn't touch it.
Yeah. No.
But
Didn't
no,
touch
this
it.
is not making fun of Bryson. This is as popular. Okay, so this Wilson, that little Wilson right there, the EDC X9, I had to mount an RMR on it today. And that's one of the first things. Anytime you're mounting one, be sure of that screw length because you can cause some big issues in that slide and channels.
Yeah. Big shout out to Rick though for coming in and saving my butt
What do you mean?
with that pin.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
let's
this
hear that
other
again.
one would have worked.
Let's hear that again, folks.
No, thanks
Big
for the.
shout-
That's
big
thanks from
shout out
both of us.
Well, yeah. Big shout out to both of these guys, both of them, especially Rick for letting me borrow his pen, whatever one of those. I'm on my phone, so it's all off.
Yeah.
It's all good, man. I appreciate it.
But
I'm just glad I could help. So
Yeah.
now I'm actually there with you guys. Actually.
Hold on, let me grab something. They're gonna
So
find
I'm
this
with
funny.
you. I'm actually. This is a 3-man team now. I'm there now. I got parts working the system. Boom. That's all I gotta say.
yeah, no, you definitely hooked that up, and it's kind of funny. I just texted Ray and I was like, "Hey, you up?" And I'm like, "You know what? Let me check YouTube because I bet you they're on there."
Hey, if we're not on here, we're shit.
If you can't figure out what this is, a blue patch, and some of this, and some of this, you can figure out what I'm doing.
Yeah, you're doing that now.
Cleaning. You're cleaning.
Yep.
He's decoupled.
Yeah, we're gonna foul it on Thursday. Yeah, we're gonna foul it on Thursday. So the sad part of that whole Bryson story was this right here is a dedicated Glock gun box. This has like every single part known to Glock. Okay, I think you could rebuild 20 Glocks out of this thing or more. And when I say it is everything, it is everything. These are all
No,
factory
it's not
Glock.
everything. It's not.
It's everything except what Bryson needed.
Yeah.
And it is crazy because this is all brand new, just bin after bin. Plungers, you name it, I have it.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Oh,
Now, can I show this Gucci item, parts
Can you-
of it?
can you show?
Just take the slide off. Yeah, just take the slide off.
Okay. When he says Gucci, this is a machine slide from someone who.
Guys, vote. Is that or is that not a Gucci Glock? It is not a Glock slide.
It's,
Okay. All it
it ain't that
does.
Gucci. It's not
It has-
gold. It's not gold like somebody I know.
Yeah. It's not that hot as all get out. You don't even have the gun for it yet. Drive it like you stole it. Okay, all it has is front serrations, and then it's got this little square cutout. That's it. There's nothing else crazy other than the RMR cut, which you can get on an MOS Glock. Call it what you want. Now, the bottom end, I will say that's kind of I mean,
It's
you
the
talk
gold
about,
roller though.
you know, I don't know. It's stippled. It's got a big magwell, but it works.
There you
Call
go.
it Gucci if you want to, but I'm too broke for Gucci, so it's like, redneck edition, whatever you want to call it.
Never seen her. Let's see where we at. McKnox, Mano's out there. See who am I missing? I'm trying to catch up here. I had it on the other thing. Banners. More like fake Gucci, Tim said.
More like what Gucci?
Fake Gucci.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's, this is a good company. It's actually J&L Machining. I'll shout them out. They're really good folks. They actually drop shipped the part as soon as I told them I had an issue and exactly what happened. And part of that was actually when I got the gun, he forgot to send the screws that were supposed to go with it, and I just used the screws that came with my hollow cylinder. Little did I know I wasn't supposed to do that. So.
No, it's good. It's good. Actually, Ray's right. I hate saying Ray's right. But
Hey, okay, so I'm back. Hey, Rick, can you go full screen?
are you going to show your.
Full screen, ready?
Yeah. I don't know if I
Set.
want to. Is that the holster for it?
Oh, man.
You are a bad man.
Hey, don't hate me because you ain't me. It's okay.
We have more.
Hey, give your wife stuff back, all right?
You know what? I'm no. This is actually my daughter's that
No,
my mom
that's
had given her to.
That's
I'm
his.
gonna cut that off, and I'm gonna put that as a good luck medallion you can wear around your neck.
Hey,
Nick Knox says that's your man purse.
I'm gonna wear this on the hike.
Would you stop that? You're gonna have people jumping out of here when you're done. Purse.
My daughter might have some money in here.
Cool. Let's go get some ammo. Yeah, you got a holster and mag pouch. Esau said. Damn it, man.
hey, Ray. Maybe
Yes,
you
sir.
need to see if there's any money in there because you need some gas money at this point.
Yeah, I do. I need. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. I've got something.
You always got something.
I'm trying to remember who was supposed to drive everybody. Oh, okay. Never mind. I can't even say it. I can't even throw it.
Yeah, I think you're gonna use that.
Bye.
Have a good night, Tim.
See you, Tim.
You done yet, or are the old geezers still playing?
Yep.
All right.
Now who's paying gas money?
That's the actual holster.
Hey, are you running a flashlight?
Yes.
Okay.
Just because, you mean on the gun?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's on there.
Yeah.
It's good for weight reduction. Plus, my holster's made for it. It's easy to reholster. I don't have to worry about it.
Did you just say it's good for weight reduction?
No, for recoil reduction.
Oh, gotcha.
So having a little bit of weight on the bottom end, kind of, especially with the light and slide, it makes it a little bit smoother.
Hey, are you're not getting a cold, are you?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I hit a branch. No, I'll tell you that later.
Okay.
I don't need that on YouTube.
Yeah. Hey, remember these guys know you. They know all about it.
I did some stupid branch cutting yesterday.
You got whacked by a branch.
Do what?
You got whacked by a branch, I'm assuming.
Yeah. And I took some medication for it this morning. It's making my nose run. But.
Can you see that, Bryson?
I didn't do it, Bryson. That's Mr. Roberts, and Mr. Roberts is quick on the draw. Let me tell you.
He's quick. Everybody in here is quick. That's a whole lot of gas money there to keep their wives going.
Hey, you know what? This is good because they're getting to see the other side of me that you guys see all the time because I never do this crap.
That's
on
why
chat.
this is the X-Ring View channel.
Oh yeah, you guys have. See, here's the thing. They're starting to see where the heckling and all that stuff comes into play, and how
Where it
We're all-
originates.
yeah,
That's
we're
right.
all a group of buddies. This isn't just, oh hey, we're on YouTube. We got to keep it professional. I don't have sponsors. I don't care anymore. This is, I'm here to have fun.
That's right.
Hey, I will say one thing, and we might get some guys out there that don't like what I'm getting ready to say. It's no big deal.
I'm not turning this one off, Ray. So
It's okay. You don't have to turn it off. And I don't have anything against it. That'll be the very first thing I'm going to say. But all three of us are friends, along with a bunch of other guys. But none of us three drink.
Nope.
We are high on life. That's it.
Right.
And I can be around it. I can have a beer, but I can tell you that like 3 beers will last me 2 years. The last time Pierce brought a 6-pack over, we had to throw it away after about a year, and it still had 4 in it.
So if you ever need to keep your beer safe, send it over to X-Ray's house.
It won't go anywhere.
To give a really good example of that, and I hate to keep bringing this up, but it's one of the most fun I've ever had. The Pro-Am match this past year. Everybody at that match, if you've ever been to Pro-Am, you know that it's a great match, fantastic, a lot of great stages, but everybody gets together after the match, and they hang out, they drink beer, and they have a good time, okay? I'm not about that. I'm about, getting away from that. I want to go enjoy myself or whatever. Same thing as Ray over here. We went and hiked those caves. That is
You thought I was a geezer. You're like, this old guy's going to go back to the room and go to bed. I was like, hey, let's go find some caves. He's like, huh?
I was excited.
I know. I was scared your parents were going to kill me.
Somebody here's not a buzzkill.
I had a blast. That was a fun match.
What'd you guys call them bugs? Saying crickets? No.
Cave crickets.
Cave crickets.
Cave crickets. That's it.
The same
Cave-
ones that covered him and made him scream. That was the best thing. I've got that video on my phone.
That's all right. You scream too. Nick.
Hey, get him back.
It said taking you fishing then.
Bryson,
I've done so. I love
Go ahead,
fishing. I am
Bryson,
the fisherman.
go ahead. Get him back.
No, I don't. I mean, dude, man,
It's okay.
He jumped back so far, and oh man, we walked in that cave, and this bat flies out in the cave. Crickets start jumping on him. He's, oh god, oh god, oh god. He starts running out of that thing, and I'm sitting there videoing. He goes, I don't know that I want that on video. I'm like, it's on here now.
So, guys, when you're descending into the bowels of the earth, and you know about cave crickets because you've dealt with them before, when one jumps, they all just start swarming all over you. So, yeah, I jump back.
What is that?
Running his mouth.
Oh, I'm good at it.
Oh, that's why we have so much fun. We love. See, I learned talking smack 30 years ago in fire crew. And if you can't talk smack, you're going to get smacked up on. So you learn to talk smack.
I know. Trust me, you don't have to tell me.
Let's see.
Remember, Bryson, you still have to respect your elders. You got to be nice to the old people.
Now, it's my duty at this point to remind you.
Look at that,
It's
Ray.
actually past your bedtime, sir, so you might want to get some sleep.
Ray, I got me a haircut today.
Oh, you made it. I didn't get a chance to get a haircut.
Yeah, Ray and I were talking about. I'm sitting there eating dinner, and I'm like, man, I need a haircut. He's like, that's exactly what I was thinking. Look at you all clean cut, American kid. I love it. Jackson's back. The phone.
Plan ahead.
Just remember, caves are all fun until you're in one of the baskets with the lotion in it. He puts the lotion on his skin.
He pushed the lotion.
Or he gets the hose again. That's not a killer. That's a freaking well. Yeah, for sure. That's funny, Eric. Good stuff right there.
Now,
That's why these
here's
are
the
so
thing I wanna
much fun.
mention.
We could all be sleeping right now, bored as heck, sleeping. Or we could all be enjoying just having a good time. And guess what? We're all having a good time. TV.
This is the only residence where it is a normal occasion. My wife is upstairs. My 12-year-old, actually, she just turned 13, is upstairs. And my oldest daughter is upstairs. And no one will be asleep until The first one to retire will probably be the oldest one, and she'll go to bed around 2.
Dang. Yeah.
Never shaving my head.
Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
get back to your
yeah.
heritage. You make it a sushi.
We'll make it a sushi. You don't worry about beer 30. You can have a lot nicer stuff and do a lot of cool things. I don't drink either. Good deal. And like I said, it is not a problem. I will occasionally have a beer. I don't fault anyone, but it's just, Sam's the same way. Sam doesn't have a drop, period. I've seen that man drink once in my life.
Yeah. I'll have a cocktail every once in a great while.
And we were at Blackwater doing a bunch of training, and we went back, and I came back, and I'm like, is that a Mickey's? Remember that it was a little beer, it looked like a little green barrel?
That was one
And I
of
was
my
like,
first
is
beers
that
I
a
ever-
Mickey's?
That was one of my
Really, Sam?
I shouldn't know what that is, but I do.
That is the only time I've seen that man drink.
It's funny. What's crazy too is all those what do they even call them? You can tell I don't drink much beer. The hybrid beers? No, that's not what it's called.
O'Doul's. No.
No. The people that make all those different microbreweries. There's tons of beer around here.
Oh, that's like
This is like beer capital of the world.
If you are a drinker, this is heaven.
Yeah, there is beer all over the place. Got Oscar Blue, Sierra Nevada, and then you got all these tons of different little ones.
Doesn't Asheville have more microbrews than any place in the U.S.?
Yes.
I think
Yes,
so.
I thought so. Shoot, there was 3 that just opened up in the last month.
There's a
You had
couple.
Burning Blush, Mills River, and then the other one.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd rather have whiskey than beer if I'm going to drink.
I'm gonna take water and Gatorade and plead the fifth. Thank you.
That's right. God,
Big Mouth Mickey's.
how you doing? What's your name? North Carolina.
North
Actually,
Carolina.
all 3 of us are in North Carolina.
Where?
Are there a bunch of hippies
Bunch
there?
of redneck.
Actually, in Asheville, there is a bunch of hippies. They're not really
Yes.
hippies, though. They're hipsters, I think.
Oh, Hidden Steel, California.
So
Yeah,
this
we
is
love
one
to
of those-
party.
This is one of those hipsters right here because they
Night
call
dealer.
it
Why am I a hipster?
because you don't know what a toboggan is. Over here
My-
drinking your hipster
my son
buds.
does. Obviously, he's been here long enough to know what a toboggan is. Oh, you putting your toboggan on?
I'm bringing my toboggan with me. Thank you.
This is my swim cat.
Yeah,
So
you
I
look
can-
like a freaking swim
This
cat.
is my Michael Phelps.
That's not even a toboggan. Hold on.
Did you wear that in the spelling bee too, or is that just with swimming?
Hold on, you just hold on.
I ain't hating on you.
No, I got a better one, but I'm not going to look for it.
Or is it just you don't remember where it is?
This is a toboggan. It's Toboggan Tuesdays. That's going to be the new chat. I know it's Wednesday. We'll have to do something else. Toboggan Tuesdays.
I'd like to thank OR
Or what?
or
I'd like to thank X-Ring. I'd like to thank Rick. I'd like to thank my paycheck, lack of time. Yeah, all of the above.
Yeah.
you thought I was going to forget those items, didn't you?
Forget the what?
Those items that I gave you this evening.
See,
No.
45 Autos got it.
Maybe.
I'm putting this up.
Maybe
I'm
a little
putting this up because you guys obviously don't know what a real toboggan is. This is a real toboggan. Never did like to taste the beer when I drank when I was younger. It was whiskey. Yeah, Kevin, I'm the same way. 2 beers, man. I just feel like I want to go to bed. So either you gotta get past 2 beers really quick or take a nap. Those are skull caps or watch caps.
All right, it's past midnight. It's time for things to get interesting.
Eric, I am in Pisgah Forest.
Yep. He is.
In a land far, far away.
And I'm just to the, what would it be, north? Just to the north. To the wee north, laddie.
I'm somewhere in the middle of that.
Yeah. West Covina, thanks for showing up for the hat chat. Time for me to go home. All right, you have a good night, my friend. Stay
See
safe.
you, West Covina.
Night, Pat. Let's see. Man, this has been fun. This is worth the money. I spent the money to have fun with you guys. It's definitely worth it. Better than any night sitting at some dirty bar.
So, Bryson, should I shoot the Wilson Combat or shoot the Glock 34?
365. 365.
No, Rick. No.
He shoots it better than that thing.
Shoot the Glock. We have the same mags. We run similar ammo. It's going to shoot basically the same in either one of our guns.
Good answer. That's what I wanted to hear.
Well, I'm not an idiot.
Yeah, but I was thinking about doing the 365 just because,
Just to say it.
I wanted to do it.
Yeah, it's a good thing you smacked him around a little bit. Don't let him do stupid stuff.
It's not. You don't think I could do well with the 365?
No, Rick,
Therefore-
you done did it. Dang it, Rick.
Now that's a challenge.
You're gonna do fine with the 365, but you just use the same Glock mags as Bryson.
See you, 45 auto.
Have a good night, 45.
Okay, and I'm going to throw this out there because I've seen this happen in a lot of matches, and I've had it happen myself. I was actually at a match. Oh, he's already laughing.
Look at this. But no 2G Thursdays. All right, go ahead. Tell us your story.
So, dang it, I don't even remember what I was saying now. Hang on.
You got the full screen.
No, give me a second. I need to think about it.
No, I'm going to leave it up here so make
okay.
the pressure on you.
So, I remember now. I went to a 3-gun match with someone who's very close to me, and her holster broke. She had to run my holster. So, having guns that are very similar, so she has a 2011 just like I do, even though I had an open gun and she had a limited gun, she could run the same holster as me. So,
But we're on the same team. If my holster breaks, I can't use your holster. What are you going to do with your pistol?
Well, I have spares. No,
Spare holsters?
Yeah, at home. And I'm
Yeah, exactly. It won't be here with us. I have spare. Where'd you go?
What happened?
Where'd it go? Y'all there?
Yep. What'd you do? Uh-oh. All right, it's on you, Ray.
He
Hey,
said
sir.
about mags, yes, and he's right. I am going to shoot the 34, but man, I tell you what, this Wilson Combat feels really nice. Someone asked me why I wasn't shooting one of my 2011s like the Akai or whatever. The thing is, this is a precision rifle match, and there is going to be pistol, but it's not going to be a lot of pistol. Well, I see the hollow sun. And so, with that being said, I don't need a Glock 34 with freaking 7-inch sight radius. I don't think.
You never know. All right, this pistol, you guys got pistol after 300 yards.
I don't want to make this weird, but sometimes bigger is better.
Yeah, but not carrying that 400-pound Akai around.
Yeah.
Now, the COD, no.
Hey, you remember the Eddie Murphy? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
don't mess around.
He had the guy in prison. He was like, yeah.
You treat me like animal, lady.
You treat me like animal.
It's not a Russian. fool.
Eddie.
I told you this last time. Why is it always a Russian?
Eddie.
You always
You're the one with a dick in the sink.
I got some ice cream. I got some ice cream. I got some ice cream.
Dead bird.
Your daddy's an alcoholic.
See, I'm surprised Bryson knows what we're talking about.
Dude, okay, you don't think I'm cultured.
Well, I mean, you got to remember, you probably weren't even born when Eddie Murphy Raw came out.
I don't know. I've seen a ton of movies. I'm not into
Yep.
this.
That's what Netflix are for.
Goonie goo goo goonie goo goo.
Google, Google.
Why
was
it's so
awesome.
cold in here, Eddie?
You know what's funny?
Eddie, why it's so cold?
I
It's cold in here, Eddie.
Remember the shoe boomerang one skit? Where he'd be
Yeah.
like, he'd be screwing off in the living room, and your mom would be like, going around the corner. Love that shit. Best stuff ever. Dave Chappelle, too. It's bad that you have to state you're not an idiot.
How many people are still in the chat? Have we run them all off yet?
23.
No, they're probably all enjoying this because they're seeing a whole new side.
He's just saying he has shoes older than you. I do.
That's all right. We need some young guys.
You know, okay, so I'm having fun with this RMR thing. And what I've been doing since we've been on this chat is I've got the Wilson Combat 2011, the EDC X9, and I can shoot at support hand and dry fire, and the dot does not move. The entire time, the dot never moves off the sight.
That's
I can do it strong hand or support hand. You do it with the Glock, and the dot goes dink, and it comes back over here. So, yeah, I'm not feeling good about that.
Now, hey, let me throw this out there. Hate on the Gucci Glock. Mine only moves a tiny bit, just straight up. That's it.
Where does it go, Bryson?
Go support hand. Okay, I tell you what then. If yours is that good, when we're doing the dummy drag, you shoot support hand because your Gucci Glock doesn't move. You have the advantage.
No. No.
How many thumbs up we got, TV?
You
No.
don't want to go support hand because yours doesn't
No.
move.
No.
Okay,
I only see.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Dang well better. Somebody's going to do it.
This is the most dry fire I've done in like 10 years.
This is the first dry fire I've done since last 3-gun season. Other than
Since you were, yeah,
other-
I don't dry fire.
Other than I dry fired a little bit with my MPA, but I mean, I did that Saturday. I haven't had time. I go to school. I don't have time for that.
Just roll Charlie around. Man, see, everybody knows. They remember. Eddie Murphy. Okay, so this Glock 34 was a gift. It was a Father's Day gift to me. And it was a great one. And you guys actually know who it is. But I haven't shot this. Other than putting the dot on here for the review. So this is like a new thing for me. Where did Ricky go?
I don't know. He may be retrieving more tea.
Yeah, so did you decopper your barrel?
Yes.
Okay, so
That's
you know
tough.
it's going to be raining all day on Friday, so if you're going to, you've got to foul it before
All
we
day
shoot the
Friday?
mat, or Thursday.
Yeah.
So you're going to be shooting in the rain on Thursday. And you got to get at least 15, 20 rounds out of that. Yeah, because I talked to the Mr. W today, and Mr. W said he's not going to zero.
No.
No, I am going to. I will confirm at 100,
Yeah.
but you will have to burn at least 15 rounds.
I always confirm, doesn't matter what match I'm going to, whether that's obviously this is
Well,
my first one, but
we're also
You go.
dropping. We're also dropping about 2,000 feet as well in elevation.
hey, that's fine. If Mr. W doesn't want to, that's his problem.
Mr. W.
Nobody. He knows who I'm talking about.
All right.
Kevin.
That's Secret Scroll Society stuff. I'm sorry.
So there's one stage we got to do where Bryson's on one side, I'm on the other. We have our gear, and you have to both drag a dummy, and the dummy cannot touch the ground. They do one like this. It's competition dynamics, and this dummy weighs 150 pounds. So you have to grab him one-handed.
So your body.
The other guy, no, I'm 190. The other guy holds him one-handed. So one shoots support hand, one shoots strong hand. And you have to both engage targets left and right as you're going down through there.
While carrying a guy?
While carrying the guy and your gear.
And he can't touch the ground.
He cannot touch the ground, and it is a pain in the butt.
How are you going to do it?
I'll shoot support hand. I'll have my pack on with my rifle. You'll grab a strap on this dummy because he's got straps all over him, on his hands, on his head, everywhere. And you have to muscle this guy. You're basically holding 75 pounds each. And
So in other
while
words, I'm going to hold like 100, maybe 120. No.
it doesn't work that way when you're sharing the weight, distributing it.
Yeah.
We just have to work on our timing of our cadence.
I'm being smart about that.
All right, you want to click on that, Ricky?
Click on what?
The comment that TB just asked.
You have nicknames.
Right? You was talking about you shoot a style barrel. Why is it better than shooting a clean barrel? What would be the difference in each shot?
Consistency.
Yeah.
Correct.
Did you not watch our video yesterday? Today? TB? Damn it, TB. No, your groups are going to come in. So after you clean that barrel out and decopper and all that stuff, I needed 17 on mine to bring it back to a tight group. So the fouling of the barrel is the way to go. So Mr. Bryson over here cleaning that barrel will have to shoot quite a few rounds to get back to.
I actually, the last time I did this test with a clean barrel, it only took 5 rounds. However,
Every rifle's different.
Yep.
I am going to shoot more to play it safe.
You should be fine if it comes back. That's
Yeah.
right, Chico Wise. Copper equilibrium. We have got to get that drag strip rubber that we just burned out going down through the barrel there. We got to get that copper, that rubber, back down.
Is it bad that I rewatched your video on that before I cleaned my rifle?
No, it's not bad at all.
Because
It's important. It's important to know.
Hey
I was
guys,
like-
I'm gonna be on Hank Strange tomorrow. Just so you guys know, it's 7 p.m. Eastern. Over there at Locked and Loaded.
You'll have a good time. I had a really good time on that show.
Should be fun. So make sure you guys go over and check it out. Let's see what
Check
kind
it
of-
out.
See what kind of an
Stick around.
stick around.
Stick around.
See what kind of a ass hat I can make myself.
I have to watch that.
Man, I am digging this Wilson Combat.
Just bring it. Jeez, I'm gonna have to hear about it for the next.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now. I'm like, man, you haven't stopped.
It's a double stack 2011.
Yeah, but how much
Okay.
does it weigh? How much
How
more?
many
is
rounds
it?
do you have through it?
Yeah, how many rounds have you through it?
Okay.
Of course.
And you trust it how much?
It's a Wilson Combat. Come on.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Who's
It's
the
black.
same
Come
one?
on.
Who's the one who emphasizes the rule that you need to shoot at least 1,000
You guys
rounds?
see how I can get these two guys going so easily. I don't even have to try.
I could care less.
I mean,
I'm hoping
I mean,
you
it's like, hold on, wait.
Yeah, here you go. Here you go. Whoa, 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 whoa! It's right there.
Line and sinker.
Yeah. So TB, he said yes, I did. He said he liked to shoot a foul barrel, but he also said after 200 rounds he would clean it. Yes, I personally, regardless of what my rifle is doing, regardless if that thing's shooting dime-sized groups,
Yep.
200 rounds, it is time for me to decopper. I just personally do that. I have never had any issues with it, but the longer you let, okay, so there was a gentleman recently that was shooting a Remington 700, and I said, how many rounds you got on that barrel since you cleaned it? What was it, 400 and how many, Rick? It was
I don't
yeah, and he was like, "Oh, I just hadn't cleaned it." Do you know how long it will take him to get that copper out of that barrel?
Yeah, 400.
And so that's the thing. If you stay on top of it, it's kind of like if you ever do any off-roading. Clean your vehicle off after you go off-roading, because after a while you're going to have seized bolts. That's not what's going to happen. There's nothing going to seize in your rifle, but it's just a whole lot easier when you do that little bit of extra maintenance. Go ahead and decopper it. Start from the beginning again.
Yep.
That's
And
what
it's
I've
fun
always
to-
done.
And it's fun to foul the barrel again because then you get to shoot more.
It's not as fun when you're broke, but yeah.
As long as it's barrel fouling and not the fouling of the trigger puller. Yeah, that's true. You can tell the difference though, Kevin.
Yeah, you know.
When the-
After a
when the
while,
group
you get
comes
to the
in.
point you can call your shots, and you're like, that was clean. And when you shoot and you've got a 3/4 inch or a 1 inch group, a true, honest 100-yard, shoot the group, and the rifle just won't do it anymore, and the rifle's capable of half MOA all day long, it's time to decopper.
It's time to get crazy.
You know,
Bryson,
Robert, I think you asked this question that never got answered about 3 chats ago.
which
and
one?
I never had a chance to get back to it, but I have never, because I don't shoot Molly bullets. But I know you got to stay on top of it.
Thanks, Extra. You just ruined my Saturday decoppering, man.
You know, Jackson, if you're using the Vortec, which I think Bryson's
Bryson,
got some right there,
Here, hold on.
it really doesn't take that long.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've got
20,
like,
30 patches.
actually, mine was probably like 10 or 15.
Yeah, but I had 201 rounds to it.
I had 220.
So, guys,
Maybe
I'll tell you what my regimen is if you watch my cleaning videos, once I run the Vortec through there, I run a wet patch and I just let it sit, and I'll clean the bolt area or grease the bolt or disassemble the bolt. And it's, we've never done a pull apart a Remington 700 or any bolt like that here on the channel, which, if you don't have the tools, you can do it with other stuff, the 550 cord and everything else. But it's always a good idea to throw some grease into the firing pin on like a Remington 700 action, just to keep everything maintained. You know what?
You know what's a good
Ask it.
question that hasn't
What's
been
that?
asked is, tell me if I'm wrong, because you're obviously got more knowledge in this, but you oil a pistol and you grease a rifle, like for the bolt. You don't oil it.
On bolt guns, I use grease. On
Me too.
M14s, M1 Garands, I use grease. Okay? That's me.
That's the way I've learned it too, as well. And it could have been from Ray. Good job, TV.
Okay, you know what? This is a good topic. I'm glad you went down this rabbit hole.
To the rabbit hole. Why are you pulling that out of your? Oh, are you cleaning those?
It got stuck.
Oh. I'm like, why
Okay,
are you doing that?
I do like grease on pistols if they are like true custom pistols.
Like a 2011.
Correct.
You
But-
never put grease on a 2011.
No, I do actually.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, see how easy I can get it, folks? Hook up.
Okay, so now let's see here.
All right, let me make you a big screen.
Okay, so this said not
Big screen.
not for human body parts. Okay, they actually put that on there. Slide Glide.
We have gone down another rabbit hole.
Okay, so this is the Brian Enos Slide Glide. And if you guys don't go to that forum or anything, if you're a competitive shooter, this is some really good stuff. And you have two different viscosities. This is very, very important for custom like 2011s or 1911s, because if you use the heavier viscosity, the problem you're going to have is when it's really cold. And I remember I was shooting nationals out in Oklahoma, and I had Standard in there. Well, Standard was thick enough to where once the gun got a little bit fouled with powder fouling, the gun seized up. It was tack, 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 pack, pack, pack. I was having to work it every single time. Now, after that stage, I cleaned it and I put the light viscosity on there, and it made a huge difference because it would run in the wintertime. So just be aware of grease, because grease can slow your action down quite a bit, especially depending on temperature. So be aware of that. I have since gone to nothing but oil in colder temperatures, and I only use any type of grease in the summer. And I don't have issues with my pistols now when I do that.
And I just run that high temp Lucas oil.
Steel Punter says, oops, wrong chat.
Yeah, I put that up earlier. Yeah, if there's one way to get in trouble with YouTube, we're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, that's not one of them. Trust me. YouTube likes all of that stuff. They just don't like that kind of stuff. Wait, hold on. That, everything's reversed.
My camera's at such a weird angle that I don't even point in the right direction. I like lubricate for rifles.
I will tell you, probably the lubricant that I use the most for guns and all-purpose oil would be the Lucas.
Yep, Lucas high temp.
You're shaking your head, Bryson.
No,
I've used Hoppies, and I have previously been sponsored by
Spartan Systems. Come see us.
yeah, no thanks.
When they start paying you money too, you'll start saying it.
Yeah, but they don't pay you money anymore.
He's like, I don't talk to you.
But you got a lifetime supply of it.
Yeah. At this point, yeah.
I got a ton of Lucas. I love that.
Yes, you and I both got lifetime supplies, Rick, of Lucas.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder how old I'd be in order to use all that up.
I can tell you for a fact, Lucas will be around long after many of these other lubricant manufacturers are gone.
Yeah. You're all Spartan, what?
Hold on, let me get Jackson. Let me grab this as well.
I thought you went over to Bryson's. That was weird. When you walked over, I'm like, how did he do that? Freaking magic. Could you please hold the Vortec up again? I want to compare to the pic on Amazon.
Okay, so this is what he's got.
See, Ray's trying to steal your thunder, but I'm not.
No, I'm not trying to thunder. I'm trying to show him something else too.
Don't be thunder down under it, all right?
All right, so CU plus 2, but they also make this, which is a carbon remover, and this actually works really well for basically replacing your solvent, but it is the CU plus 2. The Lucas that we use, these are the refills for them, and this is really good.
That's great, boy. I showed him that on the. What were you doing, Bryson? Pistol gun grease. No, just run oil. Run that Lucas. The Lucas looks good. Unless you're out in the desert where it's 120 degrees.
Or it's really
Just
well.
my opinion. But yeah,
Hey, Bryson. Hey, Bryson.
Yes, sir.
Modern Spartan system.
Yeah, I know.
man,
This was actually a gift from Bryson,
there you go.
and I do appreciate it.
Being a nice guy, and over here getting hated on.
Now, nobody's hating on you.
Hey, you're throwing it.
Multi-gun challenge.
Hey, I wonder if these guys follow. So I just did a voiceover on. It was a Microtech commercial. The TAC P.
Microtech knives.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so.
in the TAC P.
Yeah.
Add one to your collection today.
Oh my god, I can't.
Yeah, that's right. Ray was using his radio voice.
Defensive weapon. I
And
can't.
trying down the rabbit hole with Rick and Ray, there are so many chambers that is running in all directions. Yeah. Oh, Huckleberry. Loud on
Dang.
here, loud dog.
Hey, Rick.
Mine's used though. Yeah,
Yes, so's mine, but here's the other thing. Mine's bigger.
He's got nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. He's got nothing.
that's right.
I'm waiting for it. I'm like, man, is he gonna come back with anything or no? We're just gonna
No,
wait it out.
I don't want to embarrass you on YouTube.
Hey, how are you gonna embarrass me?
I'm just
He
kidding.
can hurt you in other ways.
I got nothing.
That's what that meme is with the dog. He can hurt you in other ways. Does your
Yeah,
dog bite?
Does your dog bite? Does anybody remember that movie?
It's not my dog.
I'm trying to think because like, what can he can bring up the DQ, which is fine. He can bring
Who?
up.
Who, me?
No,
I'm not trying to
Ray,
throw you under the
Rick.
bus.
What?
I'm saying
I don't got no reason to throw you under the bus.
you could bring up the DQ. You could bring up.
I don't care.
Uh,
You're
let's
so
see,
good, man.
No, I'm trying to think now.
Yeah, Mano says crickets. That's right. What is it?
Weight loss.
Sometimes
You got my guns clean.
it's got to be a.
What is he doing?
I don't know.
Making sure my gun's clean.
Actually, right now he's running a dry patch.
That's exactly what that was.
This ain't my first rodeo.
You didn't see that.
And
A dry patch doesn't squeak like that.
No, it's got hops on it.
There you go.
He's always got to be the one that's right, you know?
No, that's the voice of experience.
what the hell? Hey, nice.
What is that? Hey, open your eyes.
Oh
It's
man!
going.
See, this is the reason why these guys stick around for this, because you never know what in the hell is going to happen on this channel.
I will
Anything.
say this.
Does anybody want to know what X-String's nostril holes looks like? Hold on just a second.
Do not back that up. Wait, I'm going to put this thing in tablet mode. We'll be upside down.
Might as well.
See, I will say this. If you guys are on Instagram, I'm going to live stream on the way to the match at some point with X-String at Bryson Shoots on Instagram. I'm going to live stream there for a few minutes. And you can see some of the stuff this man does.
Who?
Now,
Me?
to get him started, I'm going to get him donuts just so you can see how far it goes.
Oh, he'll eat them all.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Rick. Hold on. You remember the Microtech bullet split? The guy said that you photoshopped the split. Bull crap. I was there when it happened. But yes, I do. I remember him commenting, that guy commenting.
Actually, I did see his comment. I thought he took it down, but I was on there the other day. I thought.
TB, the reason I know for a fact that was not photoshopped is I'm the one that fired the 40 cal at the blade.
Yep. That is a fact.
And I think it was first shot hitting that blade, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I got
Yep.
the bullet. I've showed all
Yep.
that stuff already.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Chico Wise is going to follow Bryson on Instagram called Bryson Shoot.
Man, I'm hoping I can get some good video footage. I'm gonna take the GoPro, Bryson, and I'm gonna try to run a helmet or a skull crusher cam like this.
I can't see it.
Is that a toboggan cover?
He's got it on me.
He's a bad host.
Is that a toboggan? Oh, yeah.
Well, nobody can see me.
That's a toboggan strap.
Maybe they don't want to see you.
Well, I had to show the goods.
That sounded so much worse than it could have
Hey,
been.
are you gonna do that video pretty soon with the suppressors? Are you gonna leave the comedy stuff in it or no?
Yes, I am going to leave that comedy stuff. I was
That's
actually
good.
going to edit that tonight, but I got a text from someone that he just opened up a new StreamYard account.
Yeah.
What happened to the video of us training?
I just never posted it.
I was going to say, because if you're not going to use the footage, I'll post it.
Well, and he has footage of me. We were doing that shooting off those other things too that he's got.
Oh, I've got all kinds of footage.
Dun, dun, dun.
We don't want to see that stuff. I don't want to know about it.
Hey, it's footage.
Oh my god!
Well, how do you know how X-Ring shows his age?
You don't.
Welcome to Dad Jokes.
Bryson has
Yep.
0 videos. No, you won't, Bryson.
Do what now?
They're saying you don't have any videos on your YouTube channel.
I'm aware of that. I started filming, and then he showed up. It was work time. And he starts videoing. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this." And I'm like, "Okay."
It's
You know
more
what?
important your friends.
Don't.
We are
hate on
going
me
to
for
have
getting-
fun.
Yeah. Don't hate for me getting prepped for a match that I've trained 4 months for.
Hey, at least that stupid spring broke.
Hey, I'll give you credit. How many miles have you been training in a day?
Do what?
How much?
How many miles have you been training when you put the pack on?
Over the past 3 months,
No, per day. Like, what's a long day?
a long day 4 weeks ago would have been 8 miles.
Dang,
With
this is
a
going to be a walk in the park for you.
That was with 50 pounds, like 50-pound weights in the pack.
Well, TB, we appreciate you busting his butt on the comment. That was awesome. Because they're not gonna believe us. And Rick will tell you all those tests were legit, literally.
Every test we do is legit. Thanks, TV.
No, he hates it when I use that word literally.
Literally, I hate
his
when
problem,
Ryan uses
not
that word.
yours.
Literally.
Now you'll be fine, Bryson. If you were doing 8 miles, that's gonna be no issue.
Now, I did that, like I said, like 4 weeks ago, and my back got really sore, so I stopped. I said, you know what? I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to push this too far.
This is awesome. Give us a tour of your jail cell.
Nah, you're not getting a tour of this cell.
I don't know. I've never seen that, but is that a bird's nest behind you above your head?
No.
Okay. It looks like a bird's nest.
Maybe.
Okay. And I'm the original donut operator. That's right. That would be me.
That's right.
Yeah,
So,
I'm in an undisclosed secret location, and that's my business.
that's right.
Yeah, you won't ever see this. You won't ever see. You may see my reloading setup one day.
It's glory hole.
You didn't just.
I didn't.
Wow.
Somebody commented, Florida bearded fisherman.
Here, I'll make it easier to read.
to his glory. No, I see it.
You need to screenshot that, Sarge. That's awesome.
Bryson, you sure you wanted to come on here? Yeah.
Now that you done bought the membership to StreamYard, nobody's going to come on here anymore.
What happened? Where'd Bryson go?
He's gone. He's like Seeley. He covered up his
Oh, gotcha.
he covered up his screen.
All right. All right. Oh my gosh. All right, 5 minutes, folks. 2 hours and 45 minutes of yapping.
I can't believe it. It's crazy.
God, goes so fast. All right, Bryson, before you leave, is there anything you want to say? Like, get over to Bryson Shoots Instagram and watch live video footage of him driving to South Carolina.
I can't hear.
What's up with the ET finger? ET phone.
Yeah, at 12:43, Bryson is regretting his choice in Friends. I like that.
Let's put that up there so you can read it later.
Oh man,
Ta-da! What'd you do?
I was getting a phone call and it blocked me out.
Oh, one of your ET fingers smacked the button or something.
One of my what?
ET fingers. Do you know what an ET finger is?
Yes, I know what an ET finger is. Hey, I got this one finger for you too. Have you seen this one?
Bryson photo. Holy crap! Oh shit! Okay, I got a cramp in my stomach. Holy crap!
Oh man, I freaking mouth hurts from smiling.
You need to screenshot that. Florida Bearded Fisherman was quick on that one. That was good.
Bryson pulling home. Just give Ray a dozen donuts and a couple of Diet Cokes. That's
Ready to go. I need another refill.
Based on the actions, I mean, man, some estrogen pills might not hurt him either.
All right, so let's do a serious question, you guys. What is the best part of these chats? Is it just having fun? Is it learning something? Is it all of the above? Or is there something we're missing that you guys like watching? Because we've been here for almost 3 hours, and we're obviously having a good time. So I assume you guys are as well. Well, Bryson's not having a good time, but
No, I'm having a good time.
but the rest of us are. So tell us why you watch these channels, and then why you like the live streams. Why not?
All I'm saying is I'm gonna be in some deep trouble because I didn't answer my phone at all, and I've gotten like 4 phone calls on this chat.
Hey,
Sorry.
Bryson, he could play some guitar for us.
No.
Learning with great banter and humor. That's good. Thank you, Sarge.
That's cool.
That's a lot of fun.
Got all of the above.
Watch the rifle. Can't show the rifle.
Sorry.
Now here's another question, guys. Am I live streaming too much? Because some of my other YouTube buddies are like, "Oh, Rick's live again." But you know what? I'm enjoying it. So you guys tell me what you're thinking.
Haters are haters.
Sharing the experience, he says. Mano says D, all of the above.
You know what? I got a few minutes. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Chico says you guys are being yourselves, plus the interaction, questions and answers are good for us. Thanks, Chico. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with it. Just anytime I get on one of these chats, you know, if I've been there or made those mistakes, I just try to share the information.
Hey, well, he's
Share
gone.
the knowledge.
Well, he's gone. We should
What's that?
read the comment. Well, he's gone. TV
Oh, I see it. Oh, I see it.
What are you saying about while I'm gone?
Nothing. Are you actually going to play
He
the
said
guitar?
something.
What did you say, Rick?
I
Did
said,
you get
well,
our guitar?
I said, well, he's gone. And then somebody had commented, I won't name any names.
I will stick with Sasquatch, thank you.
You'll stick with Sasquatch?
And we have the shirt from it too, don't we, Bryson?
Yep.
Yep. Because the Pro-Am had a big Sasquatch on it.
All right.
Yeah.
On this chat, you can't play guitar. You can show your guitar, but I don't think you can play it because you play too well, and then all that stuff will happen, and then all of a sudden,
You'll become famous.
whoever sings La Bamba will get mad, and I'll get some strikes and stuff.
X-Strings nostril cam. I was just peeking over the other side of the camera. Do you have your guitar? Oh yeah.
Let me see what you got.
No. I'm out.
Oh come on. You have it beside of you.
I don't even have my picks or anything, dude. I'm good.
Let me see
Don't
what
you
it
have a
looks like.
coin?
No. And you
Which
can't use
guitar
my
you
coin.
got?
It's just a.
Is it an electric acoustic or straight up?
It's electric acoustic. Yeah, it's just super basic. Is my first thought.
That's awesome. And we gotta hang out and play. I play really sucky, but it's fun.
Yeah, I'm not too great myself, but I'm learning.
I enjoy it. It's fun. I've been playing since high school, and I should be
Rick?
way better than I am, and I suck at it.
Rick actually complimented you, Bryson, and said that he was impressed. He said you were a good guitarist.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I was like, who typed that? How would they have heard?
What's that now?
Yeah, most.
I thought that was a comment,
Oh,
not for me, but I'm like, who's heard him play before?
Yeah, most people don't know that I play guitar, and the only reason Ray knew is because I was trying to go through songs on my phone, and it played a recording of me playing my guitar.
That's cool. You can play something that you've written. You got anything?
No. Not that I'm gonna play right now. Maybe for another time.
Do you know any Chris Ledoux songs?
No.
Do you know who Chris Ledoux is?
Yes.
Okay. We'll have to
Switch
play
the
some
camera
songs.
thing back. I don't want a hotspot.
What?
You got me on hotspot right now.
Hotspot? What the hell is that? Oh,
Yeah,
this one?
single cam. There you go.
All right.
TD says play some tunes.
No, thank you.
Free. All of the above, good. I buy guitars like plywood. Hoping one will make me awesome. Not looking at. Yeah, that's my problem. I got 3 guitars.
I've got 2.
I've got none.
Keep holding your hand like that, and then we'll talk about what you're doing over there.
Haha.
10 seconds. Chico says you can do it for 10 seconds without messing up the algorithms.
No, it's good. I don't want to risk that.
How come you grab that thing and brought it over?
Do what?
What the hell is that noise?
I
That's
don't know.
Mr. X-ring over there typing or something.
I'm playing with my Thunderbeast legs. These will be my new weapons. We call this the TAC Thunderbeast
Tech Beast. Zeus. What's up, Zeus?
Attack. Thunder.
with removable feet.
Now,
They're
Zeus
removable.
is the guitar
Makes it
player.
that much better.
He's got one of my stickers on the back of his guitar, matter of fact. Armament and Axes is back in action. Look at that.
Yes,
Come on,
he
look at
is. Look at that.
Look at your logo.
Oh, I've got something that y'all might want to see. Hang on.
We want to hear.
Hey,
Oh,
Armament.
to hear.
I got Lola sent me an email. So tomorrow, which is today, the 19th. So on the 19th, 7 p.m. Eastern, I'll probably be on it.
And I need to hop off of here in a second, but
What you got?
Oh yeah, it's Atlas knife.
Oh, you have one as well.
yes, I do.
Are you carrying that on the match?
No.
I am going to be introducing a new knife to the world.
Gotcha. I don't have a sheath for mine yet.
What are you carrying? Not that silly tire poker thing, right?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Hold on for a second.
No, he's
No,
gonna.
no one has ever seen this.
Oh, great. This is where Ray goes, oh, you can't show that. You can't. You got to turn that off.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I better not.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, oh.
Another video for another time.
Well, in the meantime, because he's not showing whatever his secret little stuff is, I'm going to show you guys the Harbinger S by Atlas Dynamic Defense.
Go ahead and put them on full screen so they can see it.
Okay, everybody quit yelling at me.
All right, so this is the Harbinger S by Atlas Dynamic Defense. This is a mid to smaller size fixed blade. Fits really well on the hand.
It slices. It dices.
Super sharp. It is S30V steel. Really great knife, really great company, great people.
Yeah, it's a good knife. I've checked it out.
Yeah.
Fact is, we were eating lunch with Jeremy one day, and he brought in the box with all the different models.
Yes, and I'm actually planning on getting possibly a pug and maybe even a knock.
Look at you go.
That's all. That's all I can do.
Can you
Who
put
makes
EP go home?
What's that?
I said, who
Okay,
makes
so
it?
I am not okay. This is I can talk about it. It is a Microtech,
Safe.
and yeah, I can't show anything though.
It's a Microtech. So have I touched it?
You had to.
Probably not.
Oh.
Is it a fixed blade or a folder?
Okay, so I've actually had this in my possession. You probably have, or at least touched some of the components. It was for a special, really elite group.
Yeah, I know exactly what it is.
Yeah,
played
well,
with that.
You've
I-
had that forever.
I've had this for like 4 months, maybe 5 months.
Yeah, the one I've seen a million times.
You're the only one that's seen it. Nobody else has seen it. There are none of these in the wild.
I
in
have
public.
seen it as well.
Yeah, but you've seen it in the shop.
I saw yours too.
That's right. You came to the house.
Yeah. And I was playing with a bunch of them in the shop just recently.
Correct. We are
Heck, I
going.
worked on them today.
Hey, myself and Willis will actually have the new larger one of these.
Did you see Bryson's face? Lewis is not your partner, Ray. Bryson is your partner. I'll help you
I had
out.
nothing to do with this. This came from the top.
That's it. I quit.
Tell the top I need one.
Yeah, tell the top.
Nobody else has them.
I need one
I
for
don't
a
care.
torture test.
I need to make it look sexy. I need to bring out my gun bunny. Like,
Did you say gun bunny?
I most certainly did. I'll pop my collar and show some skin.
So who's been calling you all night?
His girlfriend.
Yes, sir. She's probably going to be really pissed with me, but hey.
She's probably watching us.
It says no X-ray can have more footage.
All right. I need to get off of here soon because it is late.
We got 6 minutes to paradise.
6 minutes to paradise.
2 minutes to midnight to kill the unborn in the womb. Anybody? What
Okay,
group is
so you're not in a 3-hour long chat like that, are you?
No, I'm letting you figure it out.
He tells you that after the fact.
Oh, I'm good.
Wrote a song about it. Like the hit. Here you go.
Man, I hear that so much. Bryson, you would have been proud of me. I even cleaned the internals of all the magazines. For those of you that do not have suppressors but want to get a suppressor, it will make every single thing in your entire action dirty. Realize that because it will be completely wide. And if you're going to shoot a match like stuff to run right, you're going to need to use mag brushes and everything. Hey, you know what? Mono has a great suggestion. Bryson should play.
There you go.
Ray is
I didn't hear that.
Special K.
What'd you say?
Bryson is how to
Says
be
Bryson
tactical.
should play the chat out.
No.
No. You're being Netflixed. Whatever that means.
That means they know upstairs the girls are watching Netflix.
Oh, I got you. All right.
All right,
now,
let's
if
end it out,
Corey was
Bryson.
here, if Corey was here, he would have sang for us at the end.
Yeah, so Chico-wise, that's not just a little bit of info, it's a lot. So here it is to Bryson.
I broke my string on my Glock, but my buddy had one.
Hey, Bryson, that was good. I appreciate it.
That's good stuff. Bryson, you're the man. You're the man. All right, you guys, we're going to wrap this up. It's been 3 hours long. So the weather started getting out. All right, you guys, hope you enjoyed that magical moment of, I don't know what you call it. Cluster.
Mayhem.
Mayhem. There you go. But it was fun, and I enjoyed every bit of it. And there was a lot of you guys that showed up. A lot of you stayed for a long time. So, again, I appreciate it. Ray, appreciate you showing up. Bryson, just the same as well, my friends. Hope you guys do great on that match. Can't wait for the results to come out. And with that said, we will end this with a big smile and a Bryson guitar picking. Let's have it.